This is not picking this up at all.
What's the matter? Oh, she big one.
What do you want?
Are you saying that
Do you want a treat?
cured death?
I got a big old thing of treats. Right here.
Still vassals, slaves were dressed in prettier caves.
She's like, under the table. Go. Under.
We're only getting started. Good evening. I'm Megan Moore.
I'm German dolls. Under.
I'm German.
Under. Come on. Yeah, come on. Come on. Come on. All the way. There you go. Sit.
Sit, sweet baby.
You're not sitting right. Okay. So let's just mute that real quick.
Well, that's a very good
That should be fine, I think. That's lovely. Great. Okay. I'm gonna make this a little louder because I don't think it was loud enough
Yeah.
on the replay. It's always so hard because some games run so much hotter than others. They're
Right.
8 cents. Hello, sir.
Hello.
This is
I
Nicole.
Am here. I am here now. Hold on. I want
We're still
to
vassals, slaves were dressed in
Oh, that we're
prettier
playing this?
Yeah.
Don't do that.
What? Should I not?
I don't know. You can if you want. But, like, this is nothing crazy.
Good evening. I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Dawes.
Ken,
Our main headlines
I
tonight.
didn't know people could show up in your house.
Hello.
It takes a lot of practice, 8 cents. No, Nicole has convinced me to go back to not for broadcast. Yeah, we got 2 guys. You remember Compass, right, Nicole?
Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
that.
Compass is here.
Hello. Hi. I'll scooch over.
I'll move over more this. I can just move the camera too.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Kind of. There we go.
Whatever. It's fine. Let me see. Let me link here.
So Nicole has convinced me to do. Let us know too if the volume's okay because we're not playing with our headphones on, so I don't want the sound to be like doubling up or anything like that. So if everything sounds fine, then.
Yeah.
Oh, 8 cents. Did you finally get into the event? The big Fortnite event is going on today, and like everyone can't get into the servers apparently.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They got Fortnite's like one of the biggest things ever. They gotta figure that out.
Yeah. Everything sounds fine at the moment. Okay.
Hooray.
Right.
We're only getting started.
Twitch.tv/kind.
There we go. Share to.
Good evening. I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Dawes.
Hi.
Our main headlines tonight.
Hi. Hi. God, this opening screen is always so unsettling.
I know, it's so good. So good.
Alright. So Nicole's convinced me to play this again to try to get some of the different endings because we've been playing the DLC all day.
Yeah.
And she's like,
Oh.
I'm done with this. I want to see you play
Yeah.
the real shit again.
Yeah.
Hey, Joe.
Hello. Yeah, I like whatchamacallit. Sorry, just check my tweet. So this game had DLC come out very recently, like maybe a couple weeks ago. And it's fantastic. You should play it. And I want Ken, because Ken only played through this game once, and this game has like tons of outcomes, like little ones, big ones, whatever. And there's just one path in particular that I really feel he should see because oof, baboof, it's very
Yeah,
good.
so we're going back into the previous save file that we last played back in like what, July, and I'm gonna try to get some of the different endings, and Nicole's gonna guide me through.
Yes.
Oh, Joe, thank you for. Oh, 2 years exactly. Thank you, Joe. That's awesome. Thank
It's been
you.
a while since I've been on a stream. I'm trying to get used to it again. Hello.
I love that. What? And
wants
Iris is here
something.
too.
Yeah,
She's
Iris
mad.
wants
Iris is
something.
mad that she's not in the title of the stream.
Yeah, Iris, you're always here. Little little baby.
She might have to actually go to the bathroom. Let me let her out
that's-
first
yeah,
before we
that's a
start.
good idea.
Talk,
I had a
talk to the
feeling.
people. Talk to the people.
Okay. Hello. Hi everybody. I'm Ken.
You are not.
This is my stream now. How's everybody doing today? Yes. It's my stream now.
We're still vassals.
Yeah, so this is one of my favorite games like ever, and I'm very excited to share this with my friend, who also likes it, which is very fun.
I actually hate it. I'm only playing.
Yeah, that would break my fucking heart.
She's making me play it.
I'm holding him against his will. Yeah, so this is like, it's crazy because it's such a small developer. They're called Not Games, and they're located in the UK. And it's like this small team of guys that like seem like the loveliest folk ever. Work super hard, make this amazing game, and I would love for it to be more noticed because it's very good. So I'm very excited. I'm very excited to see this. You want to do that with Subnautica? I love Subnautica. I'm very excited. I hope they make another one because 1 and 2 are very good.
I heard
I'd
2
like.
wasn't as good as 1.
They're liars.
Someone in my stream said 2 wasn't as good as 1.
Liars. They're both equally good. I like 2 a lot.
Would you say 2 is better than 1?
Yes.
Really?
I think so,
Okay.
personally. I liked 2 better than 1. What makes me like this game so much? It's like a perfect mix of like, it's incredibly funny, well written, dramatic, like it's fun to play.
The
Like,
mechanics are insane too.
mechanics are so unique.
Me and Nicole were doing the DLC, and like it branches off into a billion different like.
Yeah. It's just when I play a game that makes me feel like I've never played anything like this before, that's for me like a marker of something that's like, wow, this is very special. And that's how I felt with this. It's something that like I saw someone play it like the first level, and I was like, I gotta play that. What is that? And I'm glad I did because I like it a lot. Hi. Oh, Iris is like immediately. That's so funny. Here.
Get her spot. Ready for this? Okay, so start at the heat wave, you said?
Yes.
All right, we're starting at the heat wave. Would you like to continue from this checkpoint, overwrite existing progress, and
Create new game.
create new game?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because then that's like,
So this is not for broadcast.
you can just label it whatever you want.
Nicole is. Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's just one.
Nicole. Nicole.
Like, that's just, just leave it
All right, here we go. Again, let us know if the audio sounds wonky to you guys, if I need to crank up the
Yeah.
gameplay or lower it or not, because I have no.
Yeah.
What are those?
Headphones?
Thank you.
You found it. You got the word.
Eventually. Okay. I gotta remember.
gotta
I just
remember.
like watched you do this for like hours, and I got like. Okay.
So you gotta turn everything on. Especially the fan.
All right, you have
The
to.
fan, the little. Yeah. There you go. Make them all green. And turn that on. You have to hit the big knob. There
Oh,
you go.
there. This is gonna be rough, guys. I apologize in advance.
It's okay. I got you. I'll help you out.
It's been a while. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
I'm sweating like Peter Clement in an off-license here.
Okay, we're
He's alive.
He's alive.
Who's down the sun,
Oh yeah. So you can load up
Just whatever for now.
for now. Yeah. Or whatever you want to do.
I like Crazy Neil.
Crazy Neil's great. I'm saying put it on 1
Right.
now, so that it's like it'll just be up.
Here to keep us safe from people like this,
Oh.
More, he was alive.
I'll help you. I'll be like bam, or I'll be like, you know what I mean? I'll
Yeah.
I'll be here. I'm like
Well, the world's
second,
on
I'm like
fire.
player
That good
2.
enough for you? Going in 5, 4, 3.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main headlines tonight. Siege mentality. The World Council today established a military blockade to enforce the unjust and punitive sanctions now entering their 10th week.
I forgot this mechanic to show one of the photos.
Yeah, they're both the same.
Prime Minister
For now.
Julia Salisbury issued a commanding response to this unprovoked escalation.
The World Council should make no mistake. This
I hate
blockade
this
and the
thing.
illegal sanctions
Yeah.
it seeks
The
to
stupid.
enforce are an act
The
of
cursor
war.
is the cursor on the screen. Yeah, cursor on the screen. I hate this entire
Any
stupid thingy.
incursion, however slight, into
Because
our
once it starts
territory
moving, it takes up all my like. I lose focus on everything else.
That's the whole. Gotta stay fast and loose.
He's a crowd. It seems the celebrity wedding of the decade might have been a touch busier than expected. In a photo leaked today, it appears the union of football star Johnny Hansleaves and his bride, Tiffany Lamour, may have had a few uninvited guests. Scores of drunken revelers gatecrashed the star-studded celebrations and seemingly caused something of a stir. The group swarmed the dance floor in what one onlooker called a Congo of shame. At least 3 people were taken to hospital with injuries
You've never seen this before?
related. In it to win it, exciting news from Advance today with the announcement of a new monthly prize draw.
Well, you said she was
14
dead already in
limited
your
car
playthrough at that
riders.
point?
Yeah, she
Every
was.
month,
Yeah,
lucky
she was the whole
winners
thing.
from across the country will be picked at random to receive what
Tiffany
Team
Lamour.
HQ are describing as unique prizes worth more than money used to be. Take up on the scheme.
Were all
has
the
been
prizes like
higher than
shit?
expected.
Like,
And if
you have
it's
to
lucky
clean my
winners,
gutters or something like
Yeah,
that.
it's a whole.
It looks like pretty soon
segment.
everyone's going to have one. Hard pill to swallow.
God, he looks so
Thrones
sweaty and
I
just
know.
like uncomfortable.
Keep spraying with water.
Responsibility.
This is a game I would love to know the production making of. Oh, me too.
Oh, there's
First hit our
all.
shelves earlier this month.
Here's the
As a
fun
result,
thing.
Scores of men have been
If
queuing
you watch
around
their
the block
streams,
and around the clock
they talk
ever
about it a
since.
lot. The
Pharmacies up and
devs
down
have
the
a
territory
stream, like a
report
Twitch
they are
channel.
unable to meet the
Iris, you
demand
gotta cut
for
it
a
out, baby.
widely popular drug,
Sweet baby.
with
on,
some
here.
customers camping outside for
Oh, no.
upwards of
You can pause it.
72 hours.
If you said,
Yes.
yeah.
Iris, come here.
Come here, baby.
Come here.
It's okay.
Lay down. We're playing a game together. It's allowed. I know, she's a strange person in the house.
Iris is getting used to me still.
Down. Down.
It's okay, baby. I promise. It's gonna be
Lay down.
okay.
It's okay.
I'm only gonna hurt Ken a little bit.
And she took that personally.
Iris will remember that.
Okay, let's try.
Satisfied CEO Sophia Remington says they've scaled up production and will soon have manufactured enough.
If
to
Nicole gives Iris
satisfy
a treat.
even
Oh,
more Rangers.
believe me,
BBC.
Iris is getting too many treats. I'm not rewarding her bad behavior.
Yeah,
Scientists of Dante's Taint, as the captain leading their rescue mission has announced. The trapped team have survived in the cave system for many months now. The hope is on the horizon as the expedition leader is announced by the board of underground theoretics. A respected professional with
portraits.
decades of experience, training, and knowledge, Captain Audrey Aerospace is said to be the only real choice to successfully save the troubled scientific excursion, but an unfortunate one to be sat next to.
Yeah, I never found out what was going happening down there in the taint completely. I know like they hit,
Burnings
like
on the
there was
house.
some weird drug stuff and they found some superhuman
Yeah.
stuff. There was a lot of weird things going on.
Weird stuff going on in Dante's
In the heart
Taint.
of Parliament Park.
Don't recommend.
Violent conflict broke out at the demonstration
So
after a
I'd
mob
say
of
the
so-called
left.
The
protesters
fist.
from the
Yeah.
Vatican
Yeah.
Group launched an unprovoked attack on community cohesion officers in attendance. While the burning fist of resistance certainly seems a powerful image
Gary
in
the
these
Fist.
difficult
Scary the
times,
fist.
Fire officials were quick to point out that had they not arrived in time, and I quote, the whole bloody city might be yesterday's burnt crumpets. All this, and I'll be talking to some people with fascinating medical conditions, as well as one of the contenders in this year's Feline Football Championship, and her proud owner. That's all up on tonight's National Night News.
Yeah, you got it. Oh, we got the fan. Turn on the switch. The switch on the left.
What?
So the big one is off. Yeah, and then you hit that switch. Yeah, you got it.
I hate this already.
Ah!
I haven't played this in a while. God damn it.
It's okay, you got it. Up, check power. So the little little switch right there. Oh, you might be fucked, my friend.
What did I do wrong?
It's okay, you're getting back into the swing of it. You got this.
Okay.
I never discovered what was going down in the tank.
I didn't. That's factual. Alright, let's try that again.
Oh, what? Come on,
I'm
Iris.
sweating like Peter Clement in an off-license here.
Come on, baby. Sorry, Iris. Sweet baby.
Barking that she can't get in the room, but we'll see how long that lasts.
She was looking before.
What, you've got someone to hose
I don't know
down
what
the sun,
the
have you?
certain
Yes,
movement is like. Oh, it's just like this new arrangement.
First of all,
Maybe,
no substitute
yeah.
for air conditioning.
You know, I genuinely thought you'd be in a better mood today. She's not even here.
Yes, but he is. Our gun-toting handler.
Who, Andy?
I don't know what the fuck his name is, do I?
He's here to keep us safe. Like just what?
More, keep us in line.
Yeah, so that switch will turn off.
Yeah.
10 seconds,
Remember that.
everybody.
So, we've got any actual real news tonight?
Well, the world's on fire. That good enough for you? Going in 5, 4, 3.
Switch to Dynamite.
Good
got
evening.
it, yeah.
I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main headlines tonight. Siege mentality. The World Council today established a military blockade to enforce the unjust and punitive sanctions now entering their 10th week. In a statement from team headquarters a short time ago, Prime Minister Julia Salisbury issued a commanding response to this unprovoked escalation.
The World Council should make no mistake. This blockade and the illegal sanctions it seeks to enforce are an act of war and will be treated as such. Any incursion, however slight, into our territory will be met with swift
She's
and
like a
deadly
steak.
force.
Yes, Nicole. She's like the steak.
Like the steak.
Three's a crowd. It seems the celebrity wedding of the decade might have been a touch busier than expected. In a photo leaked today, it appears the union of football star Johnny Hamsleeves and his bride, Tiffany Lamore, may have had a few
Tiffany
uninvited
Lamore.
guests.
His delivery is just so good across the board.
Started celebrations and singing caused something of a stir. The group swarmed the dance floor in what one onlooker called a conga of shame. At least 3 people were taken to hospital with injuries described as bouquet related. In it to win it, exciting news from Advance today with the announcement of a new monthly prize draw for all team membership card holders. Every month, lucky winners from across the country
I love the
will be
guy on the
picked
left
at
just like,
random to
"Arr! Look at this golden piece of foil." What is it even supposed to be? Like a golden ticket?
Yeah.
They
They, like, found
And if
the-
this lucky winner's delighted face is anything to go by, it looks like pretty soon everyone's going to have one. Hard pill to swallow. Throngs of men take the streets in response to the release of new pharmaceutical
There you go.
responsibility. Remington Smith's revolutionary male contraceptive pill first hit our shelves earlier this month.
Fucking
And as a
Remington
result,
Smith.
scores of men have been queuing around the block and around the
This
clock.
thing.
Like that. It's a little
Pharmacies
stressful,
up
but
and down
if
the
you get the
territory
fan really
report
quick,
they are unable
Yeah.
to meet the
No,
demand
I'm so
for
not used to,
the
like-
drug.
yeah, you
With
got
some
it.
customers
Takes a
camping
second to get
outside
used to it
for
again.
upwards
I'm
of
glad we didn't have this in the
72 hours.
DLC. This thing.
Yeah,
It's just all about the order.
It's funny
Says
'cause
they've scaled
that's
up
like the most
production
complained
and will
about
soon
thing
have
is the-
manufactured
This thing?
enough to
Yes, it's the
satisfy
worst. It's the
every
worst thing.
American.
Give me just more buttons to press and I'm fine.
Progress today for the stranded scientists of Dante's Taint, as the captain leading their rescue mission is announced. The trap team have survived in the cave system for many months now. Well,
God, I
hope is
love-
on the horizon as the expedition
They
leader
both look
is
great.
announced by the board of underground.
Well, it's fine. Like red, older, dirtier, looking
Yeah.
one direction. Like it's like, what does the public see?
Captain Audrey Aerospace is said to be the only real choice to successfully save the troubled scientific excursion, but an unfortunate one to be sat next to at a dinner party or social occasion. Burning down the house? The Capitol was
Burning
put on
down the
hold
house.
last night after disrupt terrorists set an emblematic fire in the heart of Parliament Park. Violent conflict broke out at the demonstration after a mob of so-called protesters from the radical group launched an unprovoked attack on community cohesion officers in attendance. While the burning fist of resistance certainly seems a powerful image in these difficult times,
wonder how they like make like I know like it's not actual there, but like if you were to actually make this burning on the wall of a building, how would you do that?
Oh, I don't think. Is that a wall?
All this, and I'll be talking to some.
Is it like an aerial shot, you think?
I thought it was an aerial shot.
As well as
Yeah, I
one
think
of
it's
the
an aerial
contenders
shot.
in this year's Feline Football Championship.
Yes.
And her
Feline
proud owner.
football.
That's all up on tonight's National Nightly News.
Okay, now to the fan really quick. There you go. Oh, you turn on the switch. The switch on. Yeah. You think. And then you have to switch to Meg. Oh, interview.
But first tonight, our team
Jeremy.
of correspondents has been
Ah,
You
I
got
hate it.
You got it.
to see how the people of this great nation of ours are coping with this unprecedented hot weather. First, let's go to Megan Wolf in Shining-on-Sea to see what this scientific
Megan Wolf.
community has to say. Megan, how's the weather there?
It's absolutely glorious, Jeremy. Thank you for asking. I'm here with Dr. Anna Burns at the University of Princeton. Are you enjoying the weather as much as I am? Oh,
I remember watching. Yeah,
Yeah.
we watched it all. We're not gonna, we don't have to rewatch them, do we? Or
No.
okay.
you're part of a team carrying out a study into
That's
just
purely
what's
just for fun.
causing this unbelievable
Oh,
heat.
it's
Is
the
that
other
right?
little
Yes,
knobby.
that's correct.
Yeah,
Yes,
you
we
got
want to be able to reassure the public once and for all that there's absolutely nothing to worry about and that they can enjoy their
I mean, they
sunstroke and
usually do
fossil
those when you
fuels in
don't
peace.
have to switch anything.
Right.
At least. So it's
Oh,
like
very much so. I can say without any hesitation.
Doodlehead,
there's
80s
really
is high
no cause for any
schnickels.
concern here.
Doodlehead.
I've actually
Doodlehead.
been
I don't know who
learning.
that is. Hi.
So tell us about this experiment.
Get that off your
We
head.
take data from weather along with atmospheric samples, and we take all that and we feed it into this state-of-the-art computer, and very soon we'll be getting a high-tech readout of the results.
Blimey, that sounds very fancy.
I should just say, none of this would be possible.
Yeah, look, I remember we watched all of him
Yeah.
freaking out because I'm like, this is
best.
this is nothing. I didn't care about this at all. It was all about this in the corner.
And may
Got
I
the
just
fan.
say,
Turn
complimentary
it on.
personal
Boy
handshake.
face.
Oh, here we go.
It makes them feel special.
Oh, well, that's too bad then.
As expected, everything is absolutely fucked. Hang on. This can't be right.
Right, but obviously you said a second ago that everything is absolutely fine, so...
Well, actually, under concern level, it just says, "Why, God, why?"
We should be celebrating
I like
these
this
wonderful
lady.
results, I think.
She looks like the actress who plays Kimmy
We
Schmidt.
need to evolve gills
Ellie Kemper?
for 40
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
Here it just says, shit.
Look at you! This is meant to be a celebration! Can't go around looking like that.
Shit,
There you
shit,
go,
shit,
much
shit.
better. Can I just say for providing all of this?
Everyone, we don't have long. Time is
It's
running out.
running out. Absolutely right. That is all we have time for.
Abandon hope and return to the forest.
Cover
I'd
the
like to
little
thank
turn.
Dr. Burns for just...
Thanks, Bozeman.
There you have it, Jeremy. Proof, if proof be need be.
God,
That
fucking
everything
Bozeman.
is just
I
fine.
know.
I'm Megan Wolf, here with science. Back to you.
Megan Wolf there, attempting to do
Okay,
some
this is
actual
fun.
news.
There you
Next, here's over to Robin Short, who's in Scritchford with some of the winners of this week's team membership.
This is where they talk about like, oh yeah, we can clean the gutters and whatnot.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Jeremy. I'm here
I love Robin.
with Gary
great.
Failsafe, a janitor at the local school, and Amelia Jackhammer, an aspiring poet. Both of you were drawn at random from those who hold team membership cards to receive this week's amazing prize. How do you feel? Filled with fervent euphoria.
Yeah, good, yeah.
And all that we had to do was fill in a quick form or two. Wow, that sounds so convenient.
You're gonna see me like wince every time this
I
turns
know,
on.
it's so-
What have you
it's a
won?
lot.
That's right, Robin. I've won dinner with Julia Salisbury at one of the capital's top restaurants. Ooh, swanky.
And I've been invited to Peter Clement's house to help him dredge the gutter in.
Absolutely terrific.
He's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Be over the moon. I've written a poem about it. So, can you tell me about the moment when you first heard the news?
Well, I was battling against a particularly difficult floater, probably one of the sixth floors, when the
God.
editor came and found me.
I was
love
involved
this
in a
guy.
similarly brutal conflict with a particularly arduous stanza. So you were both polishing turds?
No, I don't like to polish them. I like to keep them intact for my collection.
Oh.
love the turd
unexpected.
collector.
I don't polish
We
turds.
love a turd collector around here.
Love a turd collector.
Potato, potato. So Gary,
Do you think Peter Clement's going to let me keep the contents of his
I'm starting to get it again.
Yeah, you
there's
got
no
it.
harm in asking, I
rhythm.
suppose.
Would you like to hear one?
No, thank you. Gary, when you signed up for team membership, was it in
Poor
hopes
Jeremy. I'm looking freak out in the
Yeah,
corner. I remember
know,
what
every
he's
once in
talking.
a while, just like.
Of course, but no, the boss said I had to sign up to keep coming into school.
This is when I start realizing, okay, the game's not about the interviews. It's about what's going on there.
Well, it's about all of it, really.
Yeah.
But it's like.
But I remember, like, the first couple of days, you had me watch, like, oh, watch the things they're doing when they're not on the screen. Like, I
Yeah,
didn't
it's
care.
interesting.
It's when you get to this, it's like, oh, fuck.
It's
I'd
just
rather
so
hear about
interesting.
Gary's turd collection.
Really? I thought you might say that.
Burning
Are
down
you
the
all
house.
right?
It's coming. It's inspiration and it's delicious.
Right,
Nom,
you
nom,
are.
nom. Delicious
Today on the
inspiration.
show, there's no news. Just a man who keeps multiple poos. Dead.
This
Oh,
bigger's
switched
my
it off
favourite.
on the
See how it's
fan.
fibrous, really lovely texture.
Would
Thank you.
you encourage other people to enter for their chance to win?
If it's colour you're looking for, take a gander at all blue eyes here.
God, that line is so
When
funny.
it covered some crap on a tray.
Some of these are quite rare.
Maybe that was unfair.
And that's all we have time for today. Back to you, Jeremy.
Thanks, Robin. What a lucky pair they are.
Patrick's
And finally in this
freaking
segment,
out.
it's over to Patrick Bennett.
Oh my god, right, I remember this one too. It's all coming back to me now. These
To see
Yeah.
how the unprecedented weather is affecting the locals. Patrick?
Hello there, Jeremy. Hello, yes. I'm here live in Grizzleford, which has recently voted the smelliest town in the country. And I have to say that, you know, in this
Love how proud the
smell
guy is.
really is. I mean, it's something else.
he just looks smelly too.
I know.
Like something about him just looks
Cast.
a
Well,
little.
we're just all very proud of our achievement, to be honest with
Well
you.
cast, well
Tell
dressed.
that, look at him, proud as punch.
Do you know what it's like, son?
Costuming.
Being the second smelliest town? No, I don't. Living in the shadow of Arseminster.
A little bow tie too. Like
I
why?
know.
Who's
He's got a little
laughing
bow
now,
tie.
eh?
Tell you what, not me, that's for sure. So what happened, mate?
Right, the good people from Willington Smith came in.
I've read you can use
saved
spacebar to
today with
censor
their
too, right?
factory.
I
You're
think
talking, of
so.
course, about the newly built
Yeah.
Flard factory.
Yeah, they
Guess
gave
not.
us this big presentation on jobs and growth. But as soon as we heard about the stench, we paid them whatever they wanted to put it here.
Does this stink not affect your life in every way, Barry? I mean, perhaps if you're filling in a tax return or completing the physical act of love.
It's strong at first, but you get used to it after several weeks of your first bout of sickness.
So funny.
The judges were
It
very
bothers me.
Dislikes the freaking
It's the worst part of the game.
nothing to worry about. It takes a few minutes before you develop any symptoms. Now, folk are saying something about the production line and how they dump carcasses directly into the water main, but I think it's probably the fume valves on the high street.
On the high street. Should I see a doctor? What are the symptoms?
Well, the first one is asking stupid questions. Then folk experience a loss of inhibition.
Off, do they? When was the last time you brushed your teeth, you stinking old tramp?
Shit.
And next recording is a period of randomly bursting into song, followed immediately by delusions of grandeur.
Oh, that's not really a problem. It was sung in my life. Hello, it's sexy Patrick Bannon, and he's wearing sexy shorts now. Oh my God, look at me. I'm like a stallion. I'm gorgeous. Why didn't you tell me? I should take my shorts off. You know what? I'll even let you touch me if you want.
That will be the bout of undeserved self-confidence.
Love the Bannon. Feel the Bannon. Oh man, what's the point?
And the ennui.
Ennui.
All that's left now are the hallucinations and unconsciousness.
Nanadotti? Is that you? Why are you made out of elbows? You know I don't eat opinions.
I felt so bad for him.
Folks, once he wakes up, he'll be just fine.
Don't
We'll
feel
just
too
find a place to stick
Well,
him.
yeah, but-
How many times he evacuates his bowels.
This guy just goes with it.
That's all.
Cameraman's not helping at all.
No.
A town that's really making a stink.
I think the
I'm
fans-
Barry Lardons. Back to you, Jeremy.
Just buy a new fan, people.
I know, right?
Thanks, Baron.
Not in the budget.
With a naval blockade being set up around our coastline as we speak, when we come back, I'll be talking to 3 members of the general public who appear to be here purely for medical reasons. Don't go away. Unless, of course, you've got something better to do. We'll be back
An advert on the
after
right.
these messages.
Yeah. Sick.
This next section features a potentially controversial guest. Advance may request some censorship if he goes too off topic.
See, you got it.
I know, it's nerve-wracking to get back into it.
And I can't do this anymore.
You say this every Friday.
I've done something.
What do you mean? Jeremy?
My mic is still...
I didn't think you did a little better than a D.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can play the disrupt tape. That's right.
Do I have the...
on the right? Yes, I would play it personally.
That's what I'm talking about? Cat football?
On the third.
Recently
Take out
we reviewed
the
War
yeah,
Minister,
whatever.
Or a report from Grentham Down.
But you play it
Even
last.
the weather be all fucking relevant,
Play it
right?
last.
Yeah, he'll tell you if you remember.
It's like to keep people's minds off things.
Exactly, which is wrong. People's minds should be very much on things. Christ, it's so fucking hot.
Please take your seats as quickly as you can.
I can't do this anymore, Jenny.
I'm
I've had
gonna be
enough.
angry.
That's it. This is just
10 seconds. Get over yourself, Jeremy. Why don't you stop feeling sorry for yourself for 5 fucking 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News with me, your host, Jeremy Donaldson. Later, we'll be talking to the captain of the territory's first cat football team, Professor Pumpkin. But first, I'm joined by
Professor
Pumpkin.
Joining me is a woman who's been hiccuping for over 9 months. Isn't that right, Miss Piercy?
Yes, that's right.
Yes. Tell us, what brought all this on?
Well, it's all a bit of a blur, Jeremy, to be totally frank with you. So I was watching your show and I remember seeing the news about the election, and it hasn't stopped since.
Fascinating stuff. Also here is Frankie Steampipe. Perhaps you could explain to us exactly what your physiological foreboil is.
I'm here to say it's high time people like me were respected. We're constantly overlooked in the workplace, we're whispered about on buses, and we're asked politely to leave children's birthday parties. And it's disgusting.
Hold on.
I'm sorry, my bowels have comic timing.
And finally, I'm joined by a man who answers every question honestly, even when it isn't aimed at him. How do you cope with that, Mr. Truman?
With a combination of booze, self-hatred, and hardcore pornography.
Well, in that case, let's speak to Rose. Tell me, how does the hiccuping impact you?
I get shushed a lot, which is hard. It's really affected my confidence.
Well, I find it really fucking irritating.
Do people tend to believe your story?
Fuck no.
Actually, I've been surprised at how much support I've received.
And Frankie, why have you come here today?
Because my wife left me, and I was hoping that the fame would win her back.
We've started a group of people with ailments deemed broadly comical by society. It's called Take Us Seriously.
That's right. And we bloody well mean it.
And who's joined so far?
A bunch of fucking losers.
It's just us so far.
And how much success have you had?
Well, we've seen some real positive changes.
I don't want to toot my own horn, but it's been a runaway success.
Shit all. Not a single person come to our fun run, and all of our leaflets fell in the canal.
Huh. Well, Miss Piercy, some people are saying your condition was actually caused by the shocking events of that night. What do you think?
Come down, Mr. Donaldson. That's absolute rubbish.
What do you think?
What do you think?
Heretics.
Could you? I'm sorry, it's very hot. What was I thinking?
That you're a team fuck puppet?
No.
Or a sellout cunt?
Apologies. Just a reminder that he can help it. And hey, if this isn't live television, then what is it?
Fuckfest of propaganda masquerading as journalism.
Right, Frankie, Rose, tell us, how can the viewers get involved with your cause?
Yes, we're holding a sponsored run.
So wait, I forget, you don't want to censor the green stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No smiles, 13 miles.
No, it's called the No Laugh Half. What did I say before the show?
That it was the team pulling Jeremy Donaldson strings. strings.
No, I didn't say. Oh, wow, we may have to end that there, unfortunately. What a harmless bit of fun. Steady on!
This is exactly what I'm talking about. We demand respect.
Yes, well, later, I'll be talking to Professor Pumpkin.
Professor Pumpkin.
Professor Pumpkin.
Penalty pause. Is that really necessary? No, it isn't.
World class penalty pause.
Not you.
Unheard him at once. Enough! That's enough! Enough!
What are you doing?
I'm trying not to piss myself.
Alex, cut.
Don't you dare! Don't you fucking dare cut to the ads before I tell you to. Now, you in the broadcast centre, both as an escape home, you listen to me. You cut to the ads before I tell you to, and I will kill every single person in this studio. I am thinking.
I love how unhinged he looks.
It's so good.
We all should be
No, it's not Jerry Springer
Plus,
Compass.
It's so fucking hot in here. Do you remember when we used to do the real news? Before
It's like
it was
it's
all
supposed to be the
lottery
news.
winners?
It's supposed to be.
Football. We are on the brink of a siege the
Cat
likes of
football.
which the world hasn't seen in hundreds of years. The enemy is at the gates, and I'm stuck here talking to these three fucking idiots.
I like in this part how quickly the ratings go up too.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
everyone's watching it.
Yeah, it's
Get the
like
fuck
you don't
out of my
even need
studio.
to
Go on, now, go.
worry
Before I
about
change
it.
my mind. Jenny, lock the doors. Lock the doors.
Yes, Jeremy.
Poor Andy.
Good. Yes. Now, right then. You in the broadcast centre,
Yeah, that's me.
Alex.
Hooray! Hello.
You pay attention.
Remember, Alex, not Dave anymore.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've already loaded up exactly what you're going to play in the commercial, but today is going to be a little bit different.
Okay, you loaded it in the last one.
Yeah, see.
Look to your right. There is a VHS tape, and I want you to load it into a
Jeremy, there's nothing there.
And when I say
Jeremy,
so,
Jeremy.
and not before,
Jeremy! Hey,
in
Brian.
a second, so I wouldn't waste any time. Now, all cameras.
I assume you won't be playing that tape. This station does not negotiate with terrorists. I hope I've made myself clear. You seem to know what to do.
Every single thing that comes out of this studio is either one-sided or banal. We're going to show the other side for a bit. For a bit of fucking balance. Like the good old days. Alex, play the fucking tape.
Alright, see.
Now, I don't want to hurt any of you. If I see anything I don't like, I will not hesitate to start.
Alex, you might get me in trouble with that. Let's hope you made
Reset the system for the first
He's
second.
like, oh, why'd you gotta
Why'd you
do
do that,
that?
Alex?
Oh, it's gonna be a big mess.
Hey, plus.
Yeah, I got
Yay.
one. Suck that D.
Hooray, Alan James.
So am I doing this right so far?
Yeah, you good.
It's gonna be the third part, right? That's when he's
This
okay.
next part. Yes, 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 yes.
Gary the Fist.
And then you can do whatever you want, as long as you just make disrupt. You help them.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Does it play out pretty similarly? Like, is
Yeah,
it
it's
okay?
similar, I'd say.
Alan fucking James.
Alan fucking James.
That blew my mind.
I know.
I used to try and shock people for a living, for entertainment. But now we live in a time where perhaps you need to be shocked. Perhaps we need to wake up.
Wake up, sheep.
Advance are coming for our freedoms. They are coming for the fruits of our labours. They will take our wealth. They will euthanize our parents and smiling throughout. They will turn our children against us if we voice our concerns. But we don't have to accept it. A great many people already won't.
17 seconds.
And the studio doors are all still locked?
Yes. So what now?
I don't know. This wasn't what I planned. I mean, some of it was. I had a speech, look. But this was unexpected.
That's right. He didn't know it was Alan James. That's what it was.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be your day off.
God, please, don't do any more stupid things today.
Come on. How long?
You're already live.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Joining me, unexpectedly, for I very much imagine will be my last broadcast, are two new guests. Jenny works here at the National Nightly News and is someone I consider,
Well, a friend.
well, a friend. And next to her is, what's your name?
Andy.
Andy's a policeman. Only we don't call him that anymore. He's a community cohesion official.
Officer.
Sorry?
It's community cohesion officer, CCO.
And how's that feel, Andy? Being rebranded?
It's good. It's not about confrontation anymore. You know, the force had its fair share of problems. The team doesn't have as many.
But it still has some.
I couldn't say.
Couldn't or wouldn't?
I don't know what you want me to say.
Christ, you're fucking useless, aren't you? We'll come back to you later. Jenny?
I don't want to be on the news, Jeremy.
Poor Jenny.
Probably understand.
We want to do this. Jenny, why did you join the National Nightly News team?
I always wanted to work in news.
Yes, but why specifically this program? The National Nightly News.
Big old triple N.
Triple N.
Is, do you really want to quibble semantics at gunpoint?
Is there something else you'd rather discuss?
Well, there is a great big Alan James-sized elephant in the room you seem to be ignoring.
What do you mean?
I saw your face when that hood came down. You didn't know, did you?
It's about the message, not the messenger.
Like I said, you didn't know.
No. I didn't know. The people I met were with...
The way he holds the gun bothers me. It's so like,
Just like
just flopping around that gun.
Flopping it around.
James, you're flushing your life down the toilet for... God, I love you, Jeremy, but...
He's a good speaker. He's popular in the country.
He's nice.
He's pretty alright.
I saw him help someone once.
Oh, the old lady across the street.
Look, forget Alan James.
Forget him.
There is still something deeply wrong. And you know it, Jenny. And you know it, Andy. And you at home, you know it too. Meanwhile, I'm interviewing a guest who stinks of shit. He's paddling about in shit. And Robin is literally interviewing someone who collects the fucking stuff. I mean, it's not sophisticated, Paul. What a metaphor. We are sleepwalking our way into oppression, and the news isn't saying anything. We're not saying anything.
Says who? Alan fucking James.
What are all those scientists working on at Grantham Downs? What are they testing underground at Altergrave? Andy, your turn. Make yourself fucking useful. How many people have you brought in for consultations just because they weren't carrying or didn't have team membership cards?
Oh, well, there's other forms of identification that we will accept.
For how long?
We're just here to help.
Then why do you need these?
I hate it too because I agreed with most of the politics at the beginning of the game.
I know.
I'm like, it all
that's
sounds
what's
pretty
so
great.
Interesting about
Let me
it.
demonstrate it for you.
Because you're like,
Let
yeah, that
me
sounds pretty good.
Help you.
Help me.
You read these cards with my notes on it, and you'll probably digest a fact. That'd be helpful, wouldn't it, Andy? Knowing a fact? Do you want my help,
You're
Andy?
so mean about it.
Security are here, Jeremy.
Eat it.
What?
Eat the fucking
news,
news,
Andy.
Or I'll force it down your fucking throat.
Jeremy, stop.
Go on.
Really?
Eat it. Eat it, you fucking bully.
Jeremy, stop. They will kill you. Please, don't make me watch that.
Of course. You're right. Sorry. Sorry, everyone.
Eat the fucking news.
Eat the fucking
Calm down.
news, Andy.
You can go now. You too, Jenny. Fuck off over there. Then you're nearly done. All cameras on me. This new regime of ours is so seductive. I understand that. But before we all hand off our freedoms, should we ask to whom we're handing them over? Don't you want to know what's being done in your name? How many people were transitioned last month? A record high. Again, if you care. Shouldn't someone ask Advance how they plan to deal with this blockade? How many years or months of supplies we have? Why aren't we asking these questions instead of who is this? There's a cat backstage dressed as a fucking goalie, for Christ's sake. He's even got the little gloves.
He's even got the little gloves.
Anyway, that's why I arranged for you to see that broadcast in the last break. I didn't know it was going to be him, but I guess that just about sums it up. We are all up Ship Creek with a paddle made of Alan fucking James. Christ, it's also fucking pointless. I was going to quit tonight. Take a holiday. Try something else. Out of the limelight. Maybe try having a relationship. I hear they're nice. Never tried. I loved them. Now, well...
God, Jeremy, don't!
I've tried my best to be honest with you, but this just isn't the news anymore. And I'm sorry.
Alright, now you cut
I've
to the
lost
ads.
this fight.
Yep. Did it. Good job.
Okay, that's what I'm supposed to do?
Yep. Good job.
Wait, it just ends like that?
Yep. You just cut to the ads. And you just have to be like...
That's all I had to do is to save him. Was just cut to the ads.
Cut the ads. But you know, when you're playing it the first time, you want to see. You're compelled. You want to see what happens. You know, makes sense to me.
See a man's retirement from the newsroom. So I fucked that up. Maybe plus okay.
Well, the first part's the hardest. I feel.
No,
like, with
yeah,
the
well,
fan and the
yeah.
interference and everything.
Okay. I received my full wages.
Yay!
Starting to get rich. Yee. Remington stealing up.
Yeah, I guess
Illuminati.
you picked Pleasure Cruise as your... I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, so Advance hates me.
Disrupt likes you.
Fisting loves me. Channel 1 loves me.
Yeah. Hooray!
Continue.
So you're gonna notice differences. Little differences.
So it's just not addressed what happened to him now? Like, are they gonna talk about it?
You gotta do these parts.
You wake up still partly in shock from what you saw on the news last night. What you had to edit on the news last night. When you come downstairs, you find your family sat in the living room waiting for you. You take a seat on the sofa between Sam and Susie. Sam swallows, hesitating before starting. We were so worried about you last night. After Jeremy, everything that happened, Sam shakes their head. I wonder what they will do with him now. Are you okay? Lock him up, probably. Can't say I blame them. I can't shake the feeling he might be right. He's my boy.
He's your boy.
Sam looks to the kids, then back to you. We saw that you chose to play that tape. They paused before continuing. And I couldn't help but wonder why. It seemed like the right thing to do.
Yay.
What? That's not good enough. Disrupt are bad people. I can't believe you did that. Charlie's outburst seems to come out of nowhere, and no one in the room is prepared for it. Do you even think about how this stuff affects people? You're a fucking idiot.
Damn.
Sam tries to interject. Charlie. But,
Charlie.
But he's already slammed the door.
Charlie, no.
Charlie bit me.
Oh, no. That's,
Charlie always was a bit black and white about this sort of thing.
Ancient memes.
For what it's worth, Alex, I think you're in an impossible situation, and somehow you managed to make the right call. Sam throws their arms around you. Only you were stuck in that studio having to make that choice. No one can criticize what you did, and I'm proud of you.
Yay.
You've never been so grateful to have Sam support you. Until today. You take a deep hit of the bong and gather your thoughts. Oh, wait, take a deep breath and gather your thoughts. It's all a lot to take in. You're not sure you fully process what happened last night, let alone what Charlie and Sam think about it all. You look to your daughter. I know it's an incredibly difficult thing, and we don't always agree, but I do think you made the right choice. Susie smiles at you. You had to play it. There was just no other option. You put an arm around her and give her an affectionate squeeze. It's nice. You've at least got some company. The TV is playing through some old Western show, but it's not quite as distracting as you'd hoped. You were never going to please anyone. Guys, not like my father.
You're never going to please everyone.
The ticking of the days up, always like, ugh, a questionable choice. You got off work early today, a rare enough occurrence. Oh, she's dying. She's dying. You're fine. What? You got off work early today, a rare enough occurrence to put a spring in your step. As you close the front door, you can hear excited conversation bubbling from the kitchen. Clearly, someone's popped around for a cuppa on Sam's Friday off. Hydrate. I don't have a drink, Jackie. Hey, hydrate for me.
Yeah, I did.
You drink? Okay.
I took a swig.
All right, Jackie, she hydrated for me.
Yep.
You killed her, Jackie. It's your fault. Hopefully there's still some biscuits left. As you enter, you see Sam, Susie, and Zach are still laughing and discussing something. As soon as she sees you, your daughter turns and enthusiastically presents her hand, which sports a prominent diamond ring. Look, Zach proposed. We're engaged.
Oh my god.
I forgot how I felt about this.
I don't know.
Because I remember, like, the son, the daughter, I had them, like, at opposite ends at one point, and eventually they switched, and then they leveled out.
Yeah.
So,
Up to you. I mean, Zach.
Wasn't it a bit quick? Like, it was just...
yeah. She's pretty young, but it's up to you. What do you want to say?
Yeah, a bit quick. Your remark is met by an uncomfortably long silence as Susie and Sam share a knowing glance. Well, it was nice seeing you anyway. I guess we'd better be on our way. Apparently we moved quickly, and so we obviously can't stay too long.
Damn.
Oh, that's a great, like, comeback, though.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Sam sees them to the front door before coming back to the kitchen and shaking their head at you. Really, Alex? You couldn't even let them have this? To be fair, it has only been... Yeah, it's in 6 months.
6 months.
Fuck that shit.
That's pretty nuts.
1 year.
1 year. Yay. I know his face. The fuck?
The 20-week war.
Good evening, Alex. It's Bozeman here. Hope all's well with the family. Just a heads up, we're expecting those troublemakers at Disrupt to attempt to hack the channel during the broadcast. So keep an eye on the interference screen and stay out of the orange. Let's keep the news on the air. It's important.
So I want to go in the orange.
Yeah. Little baby.
Yeah, she's not having it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
What does that mean? You need to do that thing you do when you turn politicians into humans. Just don't get drawn into talking about the war.
They do know this is the news, don't they?
You didn't hear this from me, but...
I always find it funny it always resets these two knobs.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's a crew at Team HQ right now. I think she's giving a speech or something tonight. They'll get on there.
Ooh, canned cooking.
Oh, great. So they get the brains and we get the performing monkey.
Do they have it? They do.
They do.
Canned bread. Which sounds horrible. I'm sorry.
It does sound horrible.
Even if it like makes the bread last longer, like who are you helping?
Yeah.
10 seconds, everybody.
Okay, they're still acting like he's dead though, but he's not.
Well,
they're saying that they miss him, but it can be interpreted either way. Okay, so he's alive.
Yes.
As far as we know. Okay.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I promise. News,
He better be. If you fucking.
140th Day of War. Our main headlines tonight. Company of Heroes. Skirmishes on land and sea again today as our armed
Okay, it
forces
doesn't reheat
tested
that.
the mettle
Okay,
of
thank
the World
God.
Council's illegal
I hated that.
blockade.
That and the fucking the
Advancing
Furbies.
strategy of multiple small-scale
I'd
incursions
put
into the
B,
disputed zone is certainly keeping the enemy.
Because now we want to be on Disrupt's good side and expose them.
Yeah.
Sadly, however, more casualties were reported today, and as the weeks and months of this war make ever more demands on our armed services, those numbers will tragically only continue to rise. Don't starve. Advance's
Great
food
game.
program moved from strength to strength today as rationing depots were opened in the last remaining unfed areas of the territory. The rationing depots have been constructed in the and the government's agricultural coordination strategy has seen
It's great to have food.
Love having food.
Thanks, Mr. Beast.
This is the world Mr. Beast wants to see.
Critics have questioned whether those
I just want to put Jimmy's face like
could have been better and quicker served. 7 days to die. The recent decision to allow those with long-term health conditions to access transition centres has today been declared an overwhelming success. Previously available only to those in their final years, the expansion of the service has been approved by the many organisations calling for it to be opened up to the wider community.
It makes you wonder because like stock photos are like taken like they're acted out and taken, right?
It's no surprise that the transition centres have found themselves stretched to capacity. Populace. More than 11% of the population have thus far failed to register for a team membership card.
I wonder
a
which
worrying
one's bad.
statistic given the requirement from midnight tonight. While applications are still open for those who like to run fashionably late, they can expect a few tricky questions from Advance. Start me up. Disrupt spokesman Alan James held an impromptu rally today in the northern city of Mankipool. Large crowds gathered to hear the band
show the
speaker
fist.
prove Disrupt are still able to capture the public's imagination. A representative from the Mankipool
Gary the Fist. God, the joke where like, oh, she has amazing range and it's the same.
Yeah, the same.
It's different hats. Yeah.
Oh, it's such a good joke.
Our mutual friend. Bail was denied in the High Court today for shamed former National Nightly News anchor Jeremy Donaldson.
There he is!
Will be transferred to new lodgings at Pentonbridge Prison, while the lengthy preparations for his trial, which is still 18
B is
months
the one?
away,
Yeah.
begin. Since being
Oh, don't show him
taken
like
into
don't show him like a
custody
madman with a
ago
gun.
in this
Show him
very
just like
studio,
that.
little has been heard from our former colleague. Despite how things ended, we wish him the best, and we'll be sure to bring you all the details of that court case every night.
At least he's alive.
He's alive! I was so like, yay!
I'll be chatting with Peter Clement live in an exclusive team talk from his home in Lancashire. Don't go away. You won't want to miss a second of tonight's national nightly news.
Whoa.
Fuck you.
I almost feel like it's easier with a controller.
Later in the program,
Probably.
I'm thrilled to say I'll be...
Oh.
Who's going to be treating us to a world
Oh, you
premiere
must
of her new single.
It was on
That,
3 and I had to
in
switch back to
part 3,
1.
We've got something new I promise you won't want to miss. But first tonight, let's check in with Prime Minister Peter Clement, who's
Hell
coming to
yeah.
us through the magic of
Clement.
television all the way from his home in Lancashire. Are you receiving me, Prime Minister?
Loud and clear, Miss Wolf. Loud and clear.
Well, let's start with the obvious. What's that in your hand, Prime Minister?
Cheeky cow. But yeah, cheeky cow.
As some of you will know, I spoke today to the people of Mankipool, and apparently after I had left, there was some violence and looting. This always intrigues me because the crowd I speak to...
Yes, this is when I saw Peter and he was like, oh, here's my...
The
Yeah,
ordinary
I'm like, I'm doing good now.
I guess I won't.
care about where our country is going and the character of the people taking us there. So why are this troublesome element always the focus of the news stories?
We're watching you.
Someone must have decided
Sure
to make
thing,
them
Bozeman.
the story.
I love Bozeman.
Someone, maybe, who'd rather you fear us than listen to us.
You said Bozeman's another one of the creators, right?
Has an
Yeah,
agenda beyond
it's,
impartiality.
yeah, another one of the guys who works on
We do not condone violence and looting. We are not anarchists, but we do understand the anger of a voice silenced and we believe that voice is worth fighting for.
LNG.
It just doesn't smell much like team spirit to me. After all, as the old man used to say, when life gives you shite, make shite pie.
It works just as well with lemons and lemonade.
What?
I suppose it does.
Prime Minister.
10 weeks ago, Jeremy Donaldson took control of the national nightly news.
For
He
how
wanted to
aggressive
warn
this
you
is.
about Aldergrave and Grantham Downs, and the dark science being conducted there, and he was right. There was a top-secret military lab at Grantham Downs, and testing facilities in the tunnels deep under Aldergrave. But they are no longer occupied. The project is complete or abandoned. The tunnels are collapsed. The labs are just empty rooms. Maybe one day we'll find out what they were doing there.
I want to know.
Maybe we'll wish we hadn't.
Do you know? Like,
Without
is that
getting
okay? It does get revealed in the normal
Never would have
story.
known.
Yeah.
And so today, we make him an officer of disrupt in absentia. Stay strong, Jeremy.
You don't have
We
to put
friends.
I know. Force of habit.
That's so
Let's face
funny.
it, there are still plenty of people in this country who could afford to lose a little bit of weight.
What are you implying? No, but seriously, Prime Minister, we know you're very busy, but one final question, if I may.
Oh, well, go on then.
When you get home from a long day, your head full of the territory's hopes and fears, what music do you listen to when you work out to take your mind off things?
Well, I know I've got a bit of a reputation for being an old fuddy-duddy.
Fuddy-duddy.
But I'd be lying if
I
I
like
didn't say there's
I love how he
something
says
about
fuddy-duddy.
Little C that just demands one.
See, I thought he was like turning his life around here. He's like he's on the workout. I thought.
Prime Minister, because she is going to be talking and performing live after the break.
Oh, I'll be watching. After all, as my old man used to say, everything's a treat on a boring Friday with nothing but the wind up your shunt.
It's Wednesday. Prime Minister.
What's a shunt?
I think it's
Peter Clement, thanks.
because they have a million words
Uh-huh.
for it.
I don't know about you at home, but I think there's something kind of inspirational there. I know I feel so.
I just remember I saw that.
When we come back, Lil
was like,
C
oh, he's
is
not
going
that
to be giving us
great.
the debut performance of her new single, and I'll be getting to meet
Oh, yeah,
her
you can-
as her biggest fan. I don't mind telling you, I'm pretty excited. Don't go away. We'll be back after these messages.
1 minute back.
Was that even news?
I think you forgot to ask him what his favourite number is.
Oh, I must have forgotten that in all the excitement.
So assuming it's not vodka, what do you think's actually in that milk? I reckon it's the tears of his enemies.
You are one disturbed individual.
Sour Coke.
B.
You got a B. You got a big old B. Oh, is Iris okay?
Yeah, she wants to be in here, so she's whining. But
Oh,
you want to let her in, see if she's like chill.
I feel bad. That's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah, you want her in.
Okay.
During the next sections. First, we'll need applause when the guest enters and before her song. Don't worry, I'll walk you through it when we get there.
Want to come in? Come in.
You just keep the door like that. She'll filter in and out if she pleases.
Hi there. What do you need, baby?
You're not getting
I've never
anything.
heard of her before.
She's big, really big.
Really? Is she any good?
No, of course not. She talks shit. My kids go mad for her.
5 and 10 seconds.
Hang on, Colin, you've got kids.
Yeah, I've got about 6 or 7, I think.
Fucking love crazy.
5, 4, 3.
Thanks for coming back. Later, we have an exciting new feature that we just know you're going to love, so stay tuned for that. But first, I'm really excited for our next guest. She rose to prominence as the delightful Susie May in All My Daughter's Children's Men. Before
Oh, yeah,
taking
you
the
get to pick
music industry
soundtracks
by
here.
storm this year with her debut album smashing the chart records at the age of just 20. Let's give it up and
Baby girl, come here.
Come here, Mom.
You can come underneath here, those we're kicking you out. Come on, come here. Come on.
You want to go
Come
in?
here.
Come on.
Come here.
Come on, Iris. Oh, maybe not. I mean, we can kick her out again if you need to.
Oh, let's try one more time. Come on, baby.
Come on.
Come on.
Nah, she doesn't want
Come
to.
on. Iris.
Come on.
Baby, come on. Lay down.
Yeah.
All the way down, not just the sit. It's nighttime.
Nighttime for Iris.
Good night.
Good night, puppy. There's a dog
Girl.
in here.
Lay down.
Sweet baby.
Welcome, Lil C. May I just say, you look incredible.
Oh, thanks, babe. I'm doing this new regime and it really does work.
What's the regime?
My manager suggested it to me. It basically involves bathing in like cabbage.
I remember
water,
this.
Then having the leaves sucked out of you while you sleep.
Wow, is that healthy?
Well, look at me, Meg. The leaves are my only nourishment.
Yep, they certainly are. Now, you'll have to forgive me, but I'm somewhat of a super fan, so I'm sorry if I get a bit starstruck.
Oh, bless you. I've never actually heard of you before, so if you do get a little tongue-tied, I can always carry the interview.
Oh, that's good to know. So your first album, F My Face Together, last summer, and it just exploded. I mean, what was that like for you?
Bonkers, just so weird. I was in all the papers and the magazines. Overnight, I went from that like annoying little girl from that show to that like sexy little girl from that show.
Wow, that must have been bizarre.
Not really. It was just like any other morning. You know, get up at 5, go on a 4-mile run, have 3 meetings on my cabbage bath, but then only then was my dad actually talking to me.
Oh, of course. I mean, the famed
She would sell the
Tanzania
water,
big
probably.
bottle. I didn't know you've been estranged.
There's nothing that strange about it. Okay, yeah, so he may believe that aliens told him to hate women, but there really isn't anything to prove that he's wrong.
Uh-huh. So, this newfound explosion to your popularity, I mean, did that change your life?
Well, I had to start wearing like nicer underwear, you know, for the paparazzi, but as my manager says, best to make the most of it
This
before
isn't
I'm
news.
30.
This is news.
Is that right?
What is this?
So, what's the album about?
So I thought it was about like how pretty and great I am, but actually it's about monetizing youth, I think, or about like promoting an unrealistic standard of beauty or something.
Your manager again.
Yeah, he says insecurity is an opportunity.
Oh, do you think he'd be
His name is
happy with you
Otho.
telling us
His
all
name
this?
is, yeah, that's what I...
It really doesn't matter what I say here. I'll do my dancing and then this part will all be forgotten about.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, we're going to see some of those famous dance moves very shortly because you're going to be performing your new single, aren't you?
Yeah, it's from my album Put It In My A Together and it's out tomorrow.
My friend let her 13-year-old son join the Go-Getters. He's occupied now. Busy, even. His room's never been tidier.
You want something from me?
But he keeps notebooks he won't let her read. And sometimes she catches him
I
staring
really
at her.
liked it.
And last week, she found him searching through her papers.
What's the matter, Iris?
When confronted, he always had a plausible answer, a good answer. But somehow it's too good. Like it's been prepared in advance. Or possibly by them. We want to know what the news will no longer tell us. And when we find out, we will tell you. We will hack into your news broadcasts. We will defend your right to information. We will resist, and we will disrupt.
Now the arse. I think things could have been different. You know, like better. I don't know. I love doing autographs and having somebody dress me and tell me what to wear.
Did you always want to do music?
Well, ever since I was a little girl, I did. I'd sit in front of the radio, and as soon as I say
Iris.
What's the matter? Oh, does she need something?
No, I don't think so. Let me just show her water, make sure she
Yeah,
has
maybe
water.
her water is like...
I doubt it. I think she's being a baby.
Okay. Welcome, once again, to me. I'm the stream now. I hope y'all are enjoying. This game's interesting. How's everybody doing? Folks. Iris being a baby? No. Yeah. Oh, maybe she needed food. Ah, maybe that was it. Yeah, it's because we started, so we kind of started the game midway, or not midway, but like in the middle of it, because I wanted Ken to see this like certain outcome. But basically, the gist of it is, it's this fake country, or just, you know, a country and a universe of like a non-existent universe where there's this news show called the National Nightly News with these news anchors, and it's basically like you see how everything devolves over time, and like you make choices that affect the outcome of like everything, and there's like all these little choices, and like, yeah, I don't know, it's fun. I'm explaining what's happening.
Explaining the game.
Yeah.
Brian, did you not watch when we did this the first time?
Yeah, it's kind of played this already.
Yeah, I streamed this back in July, and there's a million different ways, like different like outcomes, like branching paths. So I've only done like a single path, and now we're doing all the other paths. Can we call the fake country Genovia?
You can call it whatever you want.
Does it have a name?
Nope.
No, it's like a vaguely European.
Yeah, it's vaguely British,
Yeah.
vaguely European, and they have fake names for all the other countries,
Right.
but not for the main one, I don't think.
Could you imagine if they had like name dropped, like, oh yeah, America?
Yeah,
Like
that would have been a whole thing. No, but they have like parallels.
Yeah. All right, let's get back to this shit. I gotta see what.
Oh, he was lost the first time too.
Sorry, is your dad your manager?
I can't imagine jumping into the stream, and not knowing what the goal is of what you're doing.
Might just survive childbirth.
Well, you know what, despite anything, you'll make me proud.
Oh, if only your opinion was as valuable as his.
And on that problematic note, you're going to be singing your song for us soon, aren't you? Tell me about it.
So it's called These Babies Gonna Bring You Home, and I actually got sent the lyrics in the car on the way up here. You know what? It's actually alright. And don't worry, all my work is team approved.
All right then. Well, you can go and get ready
Approved.
for that. We'll see you in a little bit.
I like her.
It was a very.
I remember this song being hilarious.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I can't wait to hear this. Oh, so here is Lucy with an exclusive first performance of her new track, These Babies Gonna Bring You Home. Take it away.
It's the Force's favorite, the Queen of Teams, here to break in your blockades. Lil C.
Musical section. Did she just need water?
No. I pretended to do something to her bowl, and she's like, okay.
Oh, baby, can't you see? I'm hungry. There's a place in me that's empty. I want that meat you're packing. Only you can fill that crack in me. I'm under siege, so come and free me. Ain't no disruption here. Boy, I got no agenda. Just want the team in me. No dirty foreign labor. Don't stop, no morning drill. There's holes in me that ain't been filled yet. I only scream this loud when you do your country proud. I ain't no vicar's daughter. Common Spanish on my border. Quick before I get much older. Tie me down and hold me like an enemy soldier. An enemy soldier. So let them try and break our dream. We fight and love and die at tea.
I don't remember the difference between my screen besides your color. Oh, it's just like
It's what the public sees and what actually goes out.
Yeah.
Okay. Iris, out.
All right, Bubba. I'm sorry, you little baby.
Yeah, you're in trouble, not me.
Oh no. Oh. Iris is being a little baby. It's okay. She'll live.
Exactly. Yeah, so the screen in the middle is what I'm editing live, and everything on the right side is what's actually going on the television.
Yeah, so it's sort of like it's like a because it's like a delayed broadcast.
Yeah.
So everything we see everything live. That's delayed. It's so that you can do stuff like when you hit the censor button, it does it before it actually goes out.
Yeah, if I had the audio up on both TVs, you'd hear her cursing in one and then a bleep over the curse in the live feed, like the public feed.
Yeah.
But if we had the audio up on both, you'd hear like doubled echo. Like you can't play that way.
I mean, some people do, but I can't.
I can't do it.
It's too much.
I've been this wild and free since my mom burdened me. She was only 53, but gave to save her family. There's no one judging me if I'm the one that's in your fantasy.
You got
No, I don't.
Gonna bring you home. I ain't no liquor starter. Come and skirmish on my border. Quick before I get much older. Tie me down and hold me like an enemy soldier. An enemy soldier. So what if Peter Clemens was gonna come and use me as a toy and flip me over, grab my hair, rip off my clothes?
This is so much kinkier than it should be.
I wanna see some action, so come and break my sanctions.
They're just like pumping the gun.
I never liked the rhythm mechanic because like when it's clearly like it wants you to only show this one, like how do you like switch away in a meaningful way?
Well, if that doesn't distract you.
I know what they're trying to do, but
You have to go to Megan. Sorry.
I'd like to
Sorry.
thank Phil Seafield. Well, for doing that. Don't go anywhere. After the break, we'll finally be revealing the new segment of our show that we just know you're going to love. We'll be back right after this.
And we're out.
Yay.
Enemy soldier.
Can I just say, thank you so much for letting me do this. It really means a lot to me, you know. Yeah. To be able to promote
It's like Jackie right
myself.
now, for example, like the middle screen, no one's seeing what's on the middle screen right here.
Yeah.
They're seeing the ad that we're playing on the screen on the right.
It can be crazy sometimes. Watch out for that father of yours, won't you?
Oh, no. I manage myself. It's just, you know, for the public to have that certain perspective on me. You know what it's like.
Oh, right.
And Michael? Michael?
What about Billy Bob Jean Short? Is he?
Oh, my dad. He's such a sweetheart. We both have the same agents, you know, like it just made sense. Both of us for our image together.
Wow.
And Michael, I want to see the revenue share for the clothing line and get me a G&T before my meeting with the lube guys. If they say for your pleasure, I'm going to stop needing it.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
Got your head around these sound effects, Alex, because you'll need all 4 buttons for the next section.
Oh, fucking here we go, the notice.
To the actors and try and pick the most appropriate effect. The actors can't hear your choices, so let's not upset them when they watch it back later.
Do I look
Oh my god, the skit. I remember this.
Yes.
No,
Jeff
no,
Algebra.
No, not anymore.
I love Jeff Algebra.
I'll tell you what. Just keep adding flowers until it feels like 12. Got it?
Absolutely, right away. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3.
Thanks for joining us for part 3. We've been teasing you about our new feature all night, and now the wait is finally over. I can reveal that every night on the show we'll be treated to an episode of an informative and hilarious new segment called The Notice Board. It stars some top talent and we're very excited about it. But before we see it, let's have a quick chat with the writer, director and phenomenon, may I say, Jeff Algebra, guys.
Actually, I've got the algebra. I go by Jeff DePlume now.
That's Jeff DePlume.
How do you like that?
Jeff
Yeah,
DePlume.
very fancy. I suppose you need a new name now that you're a successful artiste.
Well, exactly. I'm earning enough to pay taxes now.
Oh.
It's shit.
And how does Angela feel about all this?
Who?
Your wife.
Ah! Oh, God, no.
No.
No, she's long gone. No, she was holding me back. I'm with Norm now. We were married last month.
Norm de Plume.
Yeah.
And why did you write this? What was your inspiration?
Well, I received a telephone call offering me 25 grand to write a pro-team sitcom. And I heard my father's voice. It said, Jeff, you listen here, boy. You make hay while the sun shines. You wring every penny you can get out of this. So I wheeled him down to the transition centre, got out my typewriter and started clacking. Utter shite.
And without further ado, let's give it up for the notice board.
You can press it before. It's just sort of like cheating.
Excellent, you're unnatural. Keep it up.
Yes, Tommy Harris.
Good morning,
God.
Miss Craven.
Oh, morning, Ray.
Everything all right, Mrs. Craven? You look as worried as the vicar in closing time.
His face.
Oh, Ray, it's those young louts. They've vandalized my shop again.
No!
No!
They've written all sorts of obscene language and crude pictures, and I know it's those damn youths.
I don't know. It could be the vicar at closing time.
I'm just worried they won't ever become productive members of the community. What if they never see the error of their ways and end up as social
$25,000 of this.
shoplifters or bong rats?
Don't worry, Mrs. Craven. This is a very supportive community, and I'm sure that in time they will fit into this society like this key into this lock.
So many keys. God.
See?
It's like a charm.
What a lovely way to put it, Ray. And just like that, we can unlock their future.
Yes, yes. Wow! Look at all the letters in my collection today.
Oh, I think that one's addressed to me.
What? This one? Oh, so you're right.
It's so dumb.
I love the notice board.
It's a letter from my granddaughter, Brenda. She says she got an A on her maths exam because one of her
Maths.
friends has been helping her. She was always a team player, was our Brenda.
What's up, losers?
What's up, losers?
Oh!
It's
No!
It's Brad.
He's the coolest guy in the
village.
That's right. I just got here on my motorbike.
Oh, clear off, Brad. We don't want any of your ilk around here.
What? Rad dudes?
No, ruffians. Have you come to tag the notice board with your gang signs?
No way. I've actually come to pin my resume on that notice board. I'm looking to do some tutoring after school.
What did you say? Tutoring?
Tutoring? Their entire body. Tutoring?
Not at all.
He's still stuck in the mailbox.
Stuck in the fucking mailbox. The fucking
So
thing
you,
falling
a
over.
young person, have been spending your time helping others and not just urinating on churches or huffing glue?
Hey, I haven't huffed glue for months.
Well, blow me down!
Blow me down.
You know what? We misjudged you based on how young and cool you are and not on your actions.
No door.
So it wasn't
No
you
duh.
who vandalized my shop last night or called me a rancid old crone from the back of the chopper?
She's so
No way.
animated.
It can't have been me.
Just her entire body is in every single line.
Brenda with her maths homework.
Could you speak up there? I thought for a minute there that you
You're
said
fucking-
Brenda.
I did, you daft old sow.
You daft dogs.
Oh, yes, what a wonderful surprise. I now respect you as a man.
Put her there, Ray.
Put her there.
Oh, what the heck? Give us a hug.
Oh no.
I don't remember this.
You don't remember this? You remember what happens? Whoa. Try switching it off and on. There you go. Yeah, there you go.
Into the millions. I'm being told that we're experiencing some power fluctuations as a result, so apologies to any interruption.
Right.
For your time. And now I am told that we are going live to team headquarters for an emergency broadcast from Prime Minister Julia Salisbury at any moment. Yes, let's go to that now.
Good evening, citizens and leaders of the world. Minutes ago, operatives working for Advance detonated nuclear explosives simultaneously in 4 major cities across the
Right, I
country.
remember this.
Yeah.
This is when she went fucking psycho.
We have similar devices in 58 other urban centres and will not hesitate to detonate them if our conditions are not, and without delay. The people of our territory will no longer tolerate your illegal and genocidal blockade. You are to remove it immediately. We will accept nothing less than your unconditional surrender. Your territories will be taken under our control. We will install replacement governments to ensure that your citizens become part of the new future. Your borders are now our borders. Your people are our people. They will finally be fed and clothed and educated and healed. But for your privileged few, the moment that they feared is now upon them. Allow me to be crystal clear. If you fire a single shot at our territory, or harm a single one of our citizens, we will not hesitate to detonate further devices.
Oh shit.
You will not find them, though no doubt you are already searching for them. Our technology is decades ahead of yours. We will expect your complete acceptance of our terms by midnight tonight. Thank you.
Oh,
well,
back to me.
Okay, so there you have it. Advance making a brave move that looks likely to end the war in this, its 20th week. There's a lot to take in here, and I know you, like me, will be wondering if this is too much. If we've gone too far. But I'm thinking of our sick and ill, denied their medicines, the children with no food on their plates, and the body bags returning from the front line. And I ask myself if without some big, bold gesture it would ever stop, and I do not think it ever would. We elected Advance to make this country better for us all, and it was working. But then the rest of the world looked at us and they said this cannot be seen to succeed. And they brought their warships and their tanks and their planes just to make sure that we weren't safe. Anyone would ever attempt this
Actually,
again.
yeah.
So, to my mind,
do you?
our government have taken the only path available to them.
There you go.
A difficult decision
Perfect.
for their hearts to bear, but one that ultimately we can respect.
This is why I can't, like, you know that the Steam the deck
the
you have.
Steam Deck.
I can't, if I had all the sounds, no, it would ruin every stream I ever did.
It would make them better.
I don't know. The last thing they want is me like getting like.
Honestly, I forget I had it half the time.
Let's make tomorrow better.
Let's make tomorrow.
And we're out.
Oh, you have to play the.
Do you ever get
Go
the
down.
feeling that we're making history?
What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong?
I don't know, actually. Hold on. Did you put anything in the third slot? Hold on. Let me think for a moment before.
This is fine.
Yeah, it should be
Signals are-
playing an ad. But they're all locked still. Yeah, I don't know. That looks like a glitch to me. Well... I think that was a glitch. That's so weird. we don't have to keep going. I don't think you did anything wrong. What's the check?
What's the check? If it's just the bombing
bomb,
again,
I
then
hope so.
that was only like a minute long. So.
Hold on. Yeah, I think it's the whole section.
Ugh.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want me to do it?
Like the sort of person who counts things.
Do you want me to do it?
No, it's fine. I'll redo it. That was.
Check your ads really quick. Make sure you have stuff in the ad space. Because
I have I have 4 tapes in. Like,
Right away. 10 seconds.
and we played. I don't know what's wrong.
take out the bottom one and put a new one in,
3.
just in case.
Thanks for joining us for part 3. We've been
That was
teasing you
bullshit.
about
That was pretty dumb. I'm gonna be real. That was
wait is
strange.
finally over. I can reveal
Ugh.
every night on
I'm
the show.
sorry.
No, it's
Are you
fine.
sure you don't want me to do it?
It's fine. We have to get through either way. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's true.
Called the Notice Board. It stars some top talent, and we're very excited about it. But before we see it, let's have a quick.
Like, this is where I wish like in
I do wish that there was a function.
in like visual novels, like they have like multiple like you play
Yeah.
through. You can hit a button that if you read the dialogue already, it goes through it.
It would be nice.
Like,
you ever played the Zero Escape games?
No, but I know about them.
Okay, yeah.
And how does Angela feel about all this?
Just skull.
Your wife.
It's one of Jackie's favorite emotes. I feel like death.
No, she's long gone. No, she was holding me back. I'm with Norm now. We were married last month.
Norm de Plume.
Yeah.
Norm de Plume.
And
He just laughs.
Yeah, she's just like.
who was your inspiration?
Oh, well, I received a telephone call offering me 25 grand to write a pro-team sitcom, and I heard my father's voice. It said, "Jeff, you listen here, boy. You make hay while the sun shines. You wring every penny you can get out of this." So I wheeled him down to the transition centre, got out my typewriter and started clacking. That's a shite.
Wheeled him off to a
Without
transition
further
center.
ado, let's give it up for the Notice Board.
Jolly good. Thanks, Bozeman.
One more time. One more time. You can click the wrong thing.
I know.
It's funny.
Miss Craven?
Oh, morning, Ray.
Everything all right, Mrs. Craven?
Yeah, the way she...
You look as worried as the vicar.
She never stops moving.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
impressive.
Ray, it's those young louts. They've vandalized my shop again.
No!
Yes!
No!
They've written all sorts of obscene language and crude pictures, and I know it's those damn youths.
Those damned youths.
I don't know. It could be the vicar at closing time.
I'm just worried they won't ever become productive members of the community. What if they never see the error of their ways and end up as social outcasts, such as shoplifters or bong rats?
Don't worry, Mrs. Craven. This is a very
I love his little
supportive
outfit. I
community.
don't know what about it. It's just
yeah. It's good. It's a good outfit.
They will fit into this
It's a little guy.
He's just a little guy. Tommy Harris,
this
just a
key
little guy. Confirmed.
into this lock.
Why does he have so many keys?
Like a charm.
What a lovely way to put it, Ray. And just like that, we can unlock their future.
Yes, yes. Wow. Look at all the letters in my collection today.
Not open.
I think that one's addressed to me.
What? This one? Oh, so you're right. Here it is.
I gotta give them credit. It's hard when you're an actor to sell bad acting.
Yeah, it is. I could see that being hard, but they do great.
Yeah.
They're
Been
so good.
helping her. She was always a team player, was our Brenda.
What's up, loser?
Boo. What's up,
Losers.
I love how he says it.
It's Brad.
He's the coolest guy in the village.
That's right. I just got here
In the
on my
village.
motorbike.
Oh, clear off, Brad. We don't want any of your ilk around here.
What? Rad dudes?
No,
What?
ruffians.
Red dudes.
Have you come to tag the notice board with your gang signs?
No way. I've actually come to pin my resume on that notice board. I'm looking to do some tutoring after school.
Tutoring.
Tutoring.
That's right. Maths is very
It's funnier the second time we played through.
It's even better the
Numbers
second
all.
time. The second time. The second time. The silence is really good.
So you, a young person, have been spending your time helping others and not just urinating.
Part of me likes to think that he took all the money just like for himself. Like this is like none of the money went to the actual like set or anything like that. Or someone's like, no, he spent all the money and this is the best they got.
Honestly, both options are pretty
based
great.
on how young and cool you are, and not on your actions.
No doy.
So it wasn't you who vandalized my shop last night or called me a rancid old crone from the back of a chopper?
No way. It can't
Chopper?
be me.
Chopper?
I was too busy helping my friend Brenda with her maths homework.
Maths.
Speak up there. I thought for a minute there that you said Brenda.
I did, you daft old sow.
You're
That
that old
Ray?
Oh, yes, what a wonderful
Oh,
surprise.
yes.
I now respect you as a man.
Put her there, Ray. Oh, what the heck?
Mate.
Give us a hug.
What's happening? Oh my god.
God. Turn slowly.
And then I think, yeah.
Turn the power on our way.
told we're picking up reports from across the continent of what appear to be nuclear explosions in 4 major foreign cities. Initial estimates put the death toll into
Fucking boo.
Into the millions.
Fucking got him.
Fucking got him.
I'm being told that we're experiencing some power fluctuations as a result, so apologies to any interruption to the broadcast for you at home. And now I am told that we are going live to team headquarters for an emergency broadcast from Prime Minister Julia Salisbury at any moment. Yes, let's go to that now.
Good evening, citizens and leaders of the world. Minutes ago, operatives working for Advance detonated nuclear explosives simultaneously in 4 major cities across the continent. We have similar devices in 58 other urban centres and will not hesitate to detonate them.
I really want to know what made her go off the deep end so easily.
What could be minor
there's a
earthquakes
lot
throughout the continent.
And like towards the end when she's doing like what I've seen, like she's like doing like the TV show with like the other girls, like she's acting like such like a not like a mom, but like such like an everyday like person.
Yeah.
Like you're a genocidal killer. You realize what you've done. Like, oh, I'm doing arts and crafts on the news show with my friends.
I mean, that's like how George Bush paints.
Can we get this
right?
Can we get this verified?
Or like, you know,
I need this verified.
You'll have Obama and like doing whatever, or like Bill Clinton playing the
I don't know if you can hear me. I don't know if you are receiving this, but if you are, then you have to know. You have to know what's being done right now to our neighbours. This is unprecedented. Our government has committed multiple acts of mass destruction in our name.
No shit.
Oh my god.
George Bush would never.
How you voted. You didn't vote for this.
He's too busy painting.
None of us did.
And playing golf.
This can't be. We are waiting further news and oh god. What if they respond?
We will expect your complete acceptance of our terms by midnight tonight. Thank you.
I love how quickly they just leave the screen.
Okay, so there you have it. Advance making a brave move that looks likely to end the war in its 20th week. There's a lot to take in here, and I know you, like me, will be wondering if this is too much. If we've gone too far.
Where's Jeremy?
Their medicines.
Where's Jeremy?
Food on their plates and body bags returning from the front line.
So funny.
And I ask myself if
Any
without some
playthroughs
big
of this I've
bold
seen,
gesture, it
everybody's
would ever
always
stop.
just, "Where's Jeremy?"
He's the heart and soul. His fucking death killed me in the first one.
Yeah, that was.
And like it drove me to finish the game. I'm like, I'm dead inside.
And they brought their warships and their
So if it
tanks
fails you
and their
again,
planes just to make
then
sure
we're
that
ending.
we were
We're
in
done.
state- to make sure no one anywhere would ever attempt this again. So, to my mind, our government have taken the only path available to them. A difficult decision for their hearts to bear, but one that ultimately we can respect because it is designed to keep us safe. And while this is unquestionably a dark night, it may indeed presage the dawn of a new future. My name's Megan Wolf.
The Batman.
Let's make tomorrow better.
And we're out.
Hold on, it's not letting.
Do you ever get the feeling that you're making history?
Okay, legitimately. Go to the left
And cut the power.
and see if. And then put it back on. Yeah. Oh, it must have been a glitch. Now it works. It was a glitch. That's weird. Hooray! We did it! That was weird.
I look.
Just like right at the end.
Why though? Okay, okay.
I think it must have been like a bug.
Oh man, sound is ripped up. Channel 1's not loving me anymore. Okay.
I know, I love the little.
The proportionate response. The rest of your shift passes in a blur with the same words going around and around your head. Operatives working for advanced detonated nuclear explosives. Initial estimates put the death toll in the millions. Did this really just happen? You pull into the drive. I love these weird 3D like.
Yeah, they're great.
Oh, here's a house. Oh. You pull into the driveway with no memory of the journey home. The light in the front room is on. Clearly, someone else is still awake. The door creaks open to the living room, and you find Sam sitting on the sofa staring at the TV. The screen is off, and they're clearly lost in thought. You take a seat beside them and put a reassuring hand on their shoulder. They start at your touch, breaking them out of their stupor. They attempt to smile, but you can see it's strained. Sorry, I didn't hear you come in. I was thinking about... Sam stopped shaking their head. So many people. I can't quite believe it. I know it's ... Terrible. Nothing short of an atrocity. All those people, those poor people. How can anyone think of this as okay? Sam's eyes are blazing with anger, and when they look at you, it's clear they're expecting agreement. I know we've never seen eye to eye with the government in this house, but I never thought they were capable of this. It was us or them, blah blah. There had to be another way. Killing millions of people is never the answer.
Agreed.
Relief sweeps over Sam's face. Exactly. No reasoning in the world could make killing so many innocent people the right thing to do. Sam kisses you before heading to the kitchen, calling over their shoulder. We're lucky you can actually make a difference. Help people know exactly what's going on. But is it really that simple?
Is it so simple?
No, it's not. I know it's not. God, jumps a full year.
Practically, yeah.
An academic exodus. It is seemingly an ordinary morning, but as you get into work, you find a small crowd gathered in the break room. When you go in to grab your first cup of tea for the day, you can't help but overhear some excited chatter. You didn't hear? Yeah, another one's gone missing. What's that bring the total up to now? Oh, I should think over 100 at this point. They won't all have been reported or noticed yet. Sorry, what's going on?
What's that?
An excited young woman turns to you and begins to explain. Another professor went missing from Queensview University. With all the disappearances over the last year, scientists, doctors, researchers, she pauses before lowering her voice to a whisper. It's clearly disrupt targeting the people speaking out against them. I even heard Advance are struggling to prevent further. A deep, familiar voice from behind you interrupts.
What exactly is going on here?
Ronald Weasley. A silence overtakes the room as you turn in unison towards the doorway. Bozeman clears his voice before continuing. I've told you before, but I don't want to hear about these so-called disappearances. Come on now, people. Advance may have been very clear that they're nothing to worry about, which means that's not our problem unless they start classing cappuccinos as intellectual. I don't think anyone has anything to worry about. Best get back to your work. Bozeman holds up a hand to keep you and everyone else flies out of the room. Look, I know you have a habit of doing what you want, but things are different now. Advance runs the show, and they've made their feelings clear, so now I'm doing the same. Channel 1's official position is that the government has things well in hand. Nothing more, nothing less. I trust I won't be hearing talk about this again. He gives you a curt nod before leaving. It seems that for the better or worse, public ownership is now in full swing.
Oh, shit.
Whee!
Yahoo! Let's go.
A career in the mocking. You drum your fingers on the steering wheel impatiently as you wait for Charlie again. It's great he's enjoying the cohesion cadets, and it's so and is so enthusiastic. But does he really need to stay behind every week to help? It's your Saturday evening too, after all. Finally, you see him exit the hall. a grin on his face. You can't help but smile back, the frustration starting to fade as you see him so genuinely happy. After hugging his friends goodbye, Charlie heads over to the car and gets in, his face flushed with excitement. So how was your interrupted as he can't contain himself any longer? Guess what? What? You play along with a smile. All right, Charlie, calm down and tell me. What is it? Calm down. So obviously the Cohesion Cadets is starting a point for becoming CCO, as so we get a head start when applying for that. Charlie gushes, clearly keen on explaining his news, almost tripping over the words in his effort to tell you. Well, apparently from next year, the top 5% of cadets will be taken into special program to become CCMs, the Community Cohesion Managers. And guess who's going to be in it? He beams at you. What did they do exactly? Oh, well, basically they need a new liaison team between regular people and the CCOs at the Betterment Department. And that'll be us. People come to us with concerns and we'll decide whether they need referrals, and if so, which department. Cool, right? So you're going to be helping people report their friends and neighbors? Well, yeah, I guess, but only bad people. It's about helping the community, making it safer for everyone. Charlie frowns at you. You don't like the CCOs. Do you, Dad?
Do you, Dad?
Or the Betterment teams? I'm just worried about them having that much power and turning people against each other. You're starting to sound like the people at the Advance are trying to help. Charlie looks at you, a serious expression on his face. Don't worry, I'll make sure that everyone gets the support they need. This is a good thing for the community, and the team will be able to help everyone. He nods to himself and sits back in his seat. The mood in the car is somewhat icy, and the rest of the journey home. You hope it's not a sign of where things are going.
Uh-oh, Charlie. What the heck?
A spark to lit the flams.
Lit the flams.
After coming downstairs to grab breakfast, the peace and quiet tells you the rest of your family must still be asleep. You decide to eat in the living room and watch the TV while you can before someone else monopolizes it. This is breaking news. Reports are coming in from across the country that the large swaths of farmland went up in flames last night as part of what the authorities are calling a heinous and well-planned act of terrorism by the group known as Disrupt. You drop your spoon back into the porridge and turn up the volume.
What's going on?
In addition to food stores, which government sources have said will put a strain on the universal menu centers countrywide, a number of CCO and civic buildings were targeted in the last night's attack. According to Prime Minister Julia Salisbury, specific prisons and re-education and betterment facilities were raided, and a small section of problematic and potentially dangerous individuals were forcibly extracted from the lawful custody. You hold your breath, waiting to hear if anyone got hurt. No one got hurt. Oh, thank God. Unfortunately, it appears that the CCOs were ill-prepared for an event like this, and Disrupt seemed much more effective and well-organized in comparison. With most of the targeted locations were thankfully empty of people, given the lateness of the hour, the betterment centers were fully staffed when they came under attack. 17 CCOs and 4 administrative staff lost their lives as a result of the brutal actions of Disrupt last night, with countless more injured. Many seriously rushed to the hospital. A few Disrupt members were captured during the conflicts, but the vast majority seem to have evaded capture so far. More on the story as it develops. You turn off the TV. You're interrupted by Charlie walking to the living room, bleary-eyed with a piece of toast. Anything interesting going on? Anything interesting going on? He gestures the TV. Mutely, you leave the news on as they cycle through the story again. Charlie watches in a hushed silence. By the end of the broadcast, they're dubbing it the Night of Fire. Everything is going to be okay, right? I hope so. We'll have to see.
I hope so, Charlie.
Charlie.
This is who you're helping, Charlie.
Wake up, Charlie.
Cheer up, Charlie.
That's it. It
Cheer up, Charlie.
Charlie, wake up.
Charlie, wake up. I don't like this.
Let me see if she needs to go out or something. She's been fussy.
Fussy little baby.
The uprising.
I'll pause it. Yeah. A year and a half since Liberation Night. Boop. Welcome back, everybody. The fun has arrived. Iris is being a little baby that needs to go to the bathroom.
Sit. Good girl.
Yeah. Little baby. Cheer up, Charlie.
I can't tell if it's like super foggy outside or super smoky.
Is it?
Like, look at this.
Let me see. Oh yeah.
Like you see like the particles in the air, kind of.
I think it's
not. It's not smoke, but like.
I think it's just smoggy. I think it's smog. Boo, 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 boo. Oh. Whoa. It's all your fault, but buck up, kiddo. Cheer up, Charlie. Charlie. I love playing this game and doing bad English accents. Is just kind of part of the whole thing.
There's gotta be. I'm still waiting for her to go back in. She's taking her sweet time.
Okay. I'm gonna go back.
Alright, sounds good. How dare you? Charlie. Come lay down. Come lay down. Lay down. Down. Lay down, baby. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Hmm? Yeah, of course.
Okay. I was just like, what?
Okay. You still doing this shit? You were fine before we went live, too. As soon as we switched seats, she's like, oh, hell no.
Hell no. Yeah, she was.
I got
no.
used to a very certain angle.
I have a particular set of skills.
All right.
Alex? Who's receiving? Calling. Come in, Alex. Can you hear the signal? Pick up. This is Alan James. The revolution starts tonight, Alex, and we need your help. Throughout this broadcast, we're going to ask you to do things that will directly help with this this mass protest. I'll be talking to you regularly tonight, and I'll also...
She does know the camera's on, Jackie.
Please help get our message out. We're on the verge, Alex. You've always been fair and balanced in
What,
your
me?
approach to us.
Hmm?
Me?
What?
I know the camera?
No, Iris knows the camera's
Oh,
on.
she knows the camera. I was just like, yeah.
Yes, you know the camera's on. Does Nicole know you're live?
Fuck. What? I've been saying all this terrible shit about British people. Oh yeah, I have to load all the ads.
Yeah. I think I missed it. When did I put on the disruption tape? Crap. Okay.
Probably it'll.
Yeah. Armed robbery, resisting arrest, double homicide of the same bloke.
I don't think he said yet, actually.
He says it's gonna be played tonight.
Yeah.
Got this far, and your brother was fine. Going in 10 seconds, everybody. Wonder what they're doing to him.
Annoying him, probably.
Not probably, definitely. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Good evening. This is the National Nightly News broadcasting across the territories. My name is Megan Wolf. Our top stories tonight. Future legend. It's been 40 days since Disrupt conducted multiple attacks across the territories. During the coordinated action, subsequently dubbed the Night of Fire, emergency services were kept busy at the agricultural centres, while a series of covert attacks were carried out freeing political prisoners, including former newsman Jeremy Donaldson.
So he's free now.
He's free!
Since the violent Disrupt attack on his convoy 6 weeks ago. Donaldson was on his way back to Betterment after his notorious court appearance. All of us here at Channel 1 hope that...
I want to see his court appearance.
I know, right? That's
Food, glorious food. With the last of the menu centres opening in territories 5, 8 and 14 today, Advance confirmed that the programme is now in full operation, providing free food for every citizen of the new future. What started as rationing during the 20-week war has blossomed into a social contract that is the envy of the unawakened world. Jack Tractorpants, spokesman for the menu centres, said today that while they can guarantee the contents of every box is nutritious, the actual quality of the meals you cook depends on whether you have a touch
It looks
of
like there's like
chef
cigarettes.
journalism or the culinary skills of a
Fish,
professional
soup,
footballer.
everything's canned
If
and
I were a rich
tinned.
man, problems in territories 11, 17 and 22 today as striking bosses attempted to undermine their new economies. With seemingly no awareness of irony, the former CEOs and MDs have come together to form the Wealth Creators Union, with demands including a return to 150%
showing traffic.
bonuses, private jets and mandatory grovelling zones. Advance have been quick to respond, saying if they would rather quit their cushy jobs to become nurses or teachers, they'll earn significantly more than they used to pay their own workforce. Thus far, no one has taken up the challenge. Some fun now. Signs of ever more resistance to Advance's radical policies today, as popular resistance movement Disrupt extended their reach further across the territories. The organisation's emblem appeared in every major city across the territories last night in a well-coordinated publicity stunt, which has seen them dominate the headlines. Asked about the impressive display earlier today, Disrupt spokesperson Alan James said that the movement was reaching what he described as a critical mass. Poor choice of words, given recent history. And an ending of sorts tonight for 3 stories we've been following. A fistful of dollars. After a highly profitable year, Remington's Fist today announced the opening of their new high-tech underwater corporate HQ. Astounding CEO Sophia Remington, pictured here, departing for the new HQ built using underwater FLAD technology.
In my playthrough, she went under there. She never came back. She stayed there.
Aquariums. Happy ending there for Sophia Remington. Fun guy. Unexpected news today as 2 familiar scientists announced the birth of an extraordinary child.
Oh, God,
the
right.
underground struggle
they had
of
like a
doctors
mushroom
David Wong
baby.
and Ingrid Sporsborg and Horgensvoord captured the hearts of people around the world. And after an arduous return voyage, which took over a year, the couple say they've never been happier. Baby Dante is said to be healthy, if a bit partial to the airing cupboard. Bruising bride. Things seem to have gone from bad to worse for Mr. and Mrs. Hansleaves, as speculation emerges as to the state of their marriage. As Tiffany completes her 10 months community service, the assault of revellers at the wedding, Johnny told a close friend that she seemed to be happier cleaning pavements than she ever did cleaning my trophies. A source close to the couple said, although they're terribly unhappy, They want to stay together for the goldfish. All that, plus we'll be taking a trip to
Just for the
Dangley
good of the
Parks for the
goldfish,
notice
man.
board, as well as getting
The
a sneak
great
peek at
good.
the hottest ticket in town. That's all coming up on tonight's National
Not my
Nightly
nose.
News.
Today is the day we take back control. Soon it will be time for you to help us again. Come out of your houses, block the traffic, bring the capital to a standstill. I've met so many of you in my travels up and down Territory 1. You always ask the same question. How can I help? Well, this is how. And as for when, you'll know. Keep watching.
But first, 500 days after the loss of a fine leader and a great man, the start of tonight's programme is dedicated to remembering and celebrating the life of Peter Clement. Patrick Bannon is live from Parliament
Oh,
Park,
Peter
where
Clement.
Julia Salisbury
No.
Oh, this is the shootout that happens, right?
Yeah.
in Peter's honour.
Died.
Yeah.
Listening to that old bitch lying through her teeth about missing that poor bastard.
Patrick,
I don't know what I'm going to do.
we're live.
Because I'm not being funny. Things were better with Peter, weren't they?
Patrick?
They were, and I don't mind saying it. They were, because he held her back. But now there's no stopping her.
Hello, Patrick, we're
Of
live.
course, can't say that, can I, Francis? No, not with public ownership. No, with public ownership, you can't say anything these days.
These days.
She's lost it, mate. She's completely off the rocker. I heard
Oh,
you, mate.
oh, Patrick, man.
Hello, Megan. You join me here live from the what? Oh.
Seems like we've lost some signal there for a moment. Well, we will be going live.
So I really want to play this game like being like the corporate like kiss ass.
Yeah, that'd be really fun.
That's what I'm gonna do, like a full,
Yeah,
full.
The designs, and Alana Marsh has done a fabulous job. Oh, okay, all right. It seems like we have got the signal back. We can now go live to Patrick Bannon in Parliament Park. Patrick.
Thank you, Megan. I'm Patrick Bannon, and we are indeed live here. Apologies for the technical difficulties there, but any moment now, Julia Salisbury will step out on stage behind me.
Alex, Postman here. The boys in editing have just informed me that the eulogy footage isn't fully cut together yet. We're going to have to do it on the fly. For goodness sake, make sure you make it look good.
Slowly gathering since this afternoon.
So do they never explain why he died? He just died. Like,
Well, maybe we do.
will they in this path or to find? Okay, no.
And it seems like the ceremony is getting underway.
Okay,
Here
that's
is
fine.
Prime Minister Julia Salisbury, the
But
picture
there are
evidence
paths
to begin her
where you
address.
find out.
I just want all the information.
I know. That's why I played it twice and then
500 days ago,
Locked up the
all of
rest,
our
okay.
lives changed irrevocably.
Did you play it radically different the second time? Like, did you play like I said, like the corporate, like kind of kiss ass?
I don't
Another
remember
great
actually.
loss befell the people of
Oh
these
yeah, you
newly
have to
united
show bad
territories.
footage of him.
The loss of a leader, a statesman, a dear friend.
You probably have to switch between
and a
them pretty
hero.
often too. I like
Peter
because they
Gordon
switch what's the
Clement.
good and what's the bad.
Yeah, yeah.
Peter's death at the age of just 62, of course, announced by the team on the 24th of December, just 6 weeks after Liberation Night.
Born to a working-class family on a housing estate in Rotherham, Peter first trained as a carpenter before getting his start on television. First moving and building scenery, and then developing into the personality that we all knew and loved so much.
Just the Job first hit our screens over 25 years ago, running for 11 series, awards, and charming audiences up and down.
Just the job.
Peter taught us, all of us,
Let's
not
see
to
another
be
video.
content with the way things are, not to accept inequities, no matter how small. But he also taught us what it took to fight them. Courage, integrity, empathy, and hard, bloody graft.
Across a career spanning 3 decades, Peter Clement was known for shows including Wake Up, It's Saturday, and much later, late night chat show Petey, which at its peak drew millions.
Petey. This is so weird now that we've played the DLC a little bit.
Isn't it? It's so interesting.
Just the job.
He once told me he had more regrets than he'd had stolen dinners. He always did have a knack for a turn of phrase. But it speaks to the strength of his character that he chose to share with us his mistakes alongside his achievements. his faults as well as his talents. Peter had the heart to give it all he had for the people of these united territories.
Famous for his potty mouth, it's estimated conservatively that Clement uttered over 1.5 million swear words during his career, though some sources put this figure well in excess of 2 million F-bombs alone.
2 million F-bombs.
Gripped by illness as he was in the weeks and months leading up to Liberation Night.
Switch the other one. Yeah! You gotta get the punch.
His eyes still twinkled with that familiar joy for life, that
I gotta think how long it must have took to film all these little segments of him just doing shit.
Prime Minister Clement, of course, died from apparent liver failure after suffering from the long-term effects of alcohol abuse.
I first met Peter nearly 20 years ago. Moment before I was supposed to give a speech. Not unlike this one, actually. Only I'd spilt coffee all down myself, and I was young, nervous, desperate to be liked, and from behind me I heard, "Christ, Pet, you've either pissed your kecks or sprung a leak, but either way you got a problem." And before I could even say a word, he stripped off his dry trousers and insisted I took them. That was the sort of man that Peter Clement was. Kind.
Just fucking
compassionate,
downing all this.
Sensitive.
What a legend.
What a bloody legend.
A natural leader. But mostly a good man. This glorious nation of ours, so beautiful and new, this shining beacon of...
Thank you, Alex.
Yay.
There'll be another opportunity to steer public perception soon. It's really starting. You'll know when.
Despite his accomplishments, the future he forged, the boundaries he pushed,
You get it.
to me,
You get it.
I know how to play the game, I swear.
cheering on a stranger at the
Now
back of the
she's chill, thank God.
Yeah.
It is my great honor to give to you the Peter Clement Memorial Garden.
Nothing could
Should we see how
possibly
many
go
countdowns
wrong.
are? Everyone with me? 10,
9, 8, 7.
Boom. So you have to show everything that's bad.
Yeah, I remember this.
Yeah,
I remember I did all this.
Okay, cool.
I'm not leaving, I can't.
So don't show Julia. Because it shows her being nice to people.
Right.
Well, stop resisting then. Stop resisting and we'll let you up.
Not resisting! Ah! Fuck
What are you doing?
Not resisting! You saw! Not resisting!
Turn the camera off. National Night News. We have the right to be here. I said turn the fucking camera off. Oh,
Fucking.
Who the fuck are you?
I can't hear you. I can't hear anything.
Yes. Medics are coming. You sit down.
I can't hear you. I'm from the National Nightly News.
Well, we need to consider this payback. Salisbury's still here. Julia Salisbury! You were killed!
Target approaching Songbird.
More than 10!
Target armed.
Target armed. Haven't you done enough? Look around you.
Fucking
This is
time.
what your precious freedom looks like, is it? Under fire!
Oh shit.
Territory 1, rise up! Take to the streets, the time has come! Stop fires! Break windows, draw them out! They can't stop us all! Resist! Distract!
Lower your weapons!
See ya.
Mom?
Lower your weapons!
Come on, get out now! What are you doing? Come on! Shut that off. I said turn it off.
Shocking scenes from
Is this not enough? You've just seen them execute unarmed civilians. People like you and me. So why are you watching this? Why are you not in the streets with us tonight? What will it take for you to get up and be a part of this? March on team headquarters. Storm the building. Demand elections. Demand answers. Be what you were born to be. The once and future free.
By now. Don't go away. We'll be back after.
Does she see it or no?
It doesn't matter. Or yeah, don't play the disruptor.
Thank you, Alex. From all of us, you're doing great.
Distance from the unit base. This is becoming a weekly event. No, it's different tonight. This is the
I
big.
can't with her.
There's a revolution happening outside, and we're off to dangly fucking parts.
That's journalism, apparently.
Ugh.
Get set for the next sequence.
Hooray!
Woo.
Huzzah! Alan James.
I hated him too when I first met him. He's the biggest dick.
Alex, during this next section, a cameraman working in the newsroom who's one of us is going to get a coded location out. We don't know yet which camera he's on, but if we find out, I'll let you know. Just keep your eyes out for the fist and try and keep it on the air for at least 5 seconds. Our operatives will do the rest.
Megan, this is your new makeup artist, Craig.
No.
What?
No.
10 seconds, everybody.
Oh yeah,
Sorry,
these.
Craig. It's a no.
Okay, we are going in
Forgot about these
5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News with me, Megan Wolfe. Very shortly, we'll be heading on over to the final episode of what has quickly become a hugely successful feature, the Notice Board. But before we do, let's chat with Philippa Radin. Tell me, why do you think the public love the Notice Board so much?
It's real. There, I said it. It connects with people. You know, people look at
Said
us
it.
and they say, those are real people struggling with real problems.
That's a really interesting point.
Yeah, I mean, I was saying to my PA secretary as I got out the limo, I was saying, it's good for people to see normal, authentic people like them on TV.
People like you.
Yeah, precisely. Unfortunately, then I was interrupted by some dreadful wretch who wanted an autograph, but a swift kicking from security soon put him back in line.
Yes, well, I think it's really good that our screens are filled with such relatable stories. So, the Notice Board is coming to an end after a sensational time at the top. What do you think has made this show so successful?
It's a combination of so many things. My hard work, my talent, my look.
Wow, you really have a lot to thank you for.
Hey, hey, hey. You're welcome. What's this?
We just heard our man's on camera 4.
I have a real sense of responsibility.
Get back to the interview, Alex.
I'm entrusted with something
Computer's
precious, and that I
lying.
should use that platform for good.
Yeah, I think that's really important.
Okay, I think that's what you're going to say.
Platform to do good in the world, I agree.
That's exactly it. So I've decided to help as many underprivileged people.
Excellent work, Alex.
Yay.
That's the location shared. Next, you'll need to give them the go.
Is that better access to education, or reducing child poverty?
No, by adopting as many as I can get my hands on.
Oh, okay. How many children have you adopted?
Oh, we're well into the double figures now, Megan. I stopped counting in the late 30s.
Oh my God.
That is a lot of children.
Yeah, once we finish putting them into the guest room, I'll have to put a futon in the laundry cupboard.
Oh, you really are some sort of hero.
Hey, I live a privileged life. What can I say? I mean, any child I can take on is a child rescued from suffering.
Poor children. Were their lives really that bad before?
Oh, they're northerns, I presume so.
Okay.
Yeah, it's shocking to think, actually, that only 1 in 10,000 children have a celebrity parent.
I'd never thought of it that way.
Well, I'm doing everything I can to fix those numbers.
What do you think it is about your life that's so desirable, then?
Well, it's mainly
So
shame.
dumb to make kids possible so they can say they have a celebrity parent, even though she's not even a celebrity.
Now that I can relate to. Right, you better go off and get ready. That was Philippa Radin sharing some thoughts about her lifestyle. I think it's really important to stay grounded and keep everything in perspective. Clearly, not everyone else agrees, but that's enough for me. Let's go now over to Dangly Parts for the final ever episode of the Notice Board.
fingernail.
What a day! First the tea morning, and now to post this notice. I don't know how I managed to cope with it all. Oh wait, perhaps I do. Oh! By St. Barnabas, what on earth is all this?
Freeze, dirtbag!
Oh, Laura, it's you. I thought for a moment you were a knife-wielding mugger or stabber.
No, I'm afraid not. It's just me, a community cohesion officer, responsible for keeping crime at record lows.
Of course. Keep forgetting
Vanessa.
that thanks to
Yeah.
you and your
Oh my
colleagues,
God. She
Right.
What's all this, Vicar?
I know. It's a disgrace. Somebody
It's time for the go code. Give us 3 boos in a row, Alex. That
Yeah,
will
3
start the
boos.
cancer movement. We might just pull this off. Push forwards! 3 boos, Alex.
Careful, Vicar. It looks heavy.
Ha! They don't call me the Right Reverend. Ripped for no reason.
Yes.
Yes.
More.
More, Alex. More.
It's no good.
It looks like all those crucifix classes were a waste of time.
Perhaps you, a young CCO, would be able to need it.
2 for 2. Fantastic.
Looks like all those lifting classes were a waste of time.
It's too heavy, even for me, a strong and capable
You
woman.
did it, Alex.
Surely
We're
there's
good to
no
go.
alive strong enough to lift this.
Did someone call for the best firefighter in town?
Oh my God, this fucking dummy. I love
Well done, Captain Evans. You're so much stronger than us.
Especially me, the weak old man.
It's the least I could do for my community.
No luck catching the little devil then?
Unfortunately not. The ferret struck again last night. When Ray opened the post office this morning, he found that every single stamp had been pre-licked.
My God! Some people have no decency.
Sadly, if we don't catch him before tomorrow, we may have to cancel the village fete.
Don't worry, we won't let that happen. Will we, Vicar?
No, no, no.
No.
Tell me, why do they call him the ferret?
Some say it's because of his sneaky nature. But really it's because whenever he strikes, he always leaves behind the foul stench of urine.
Same.
Never fear, officer. We'll catch this pissy nuisance and save the village fate. Or my name's not Captain Danger Evans. The community cohesion team are doing their
Stupid
best,
hair.
but they simply don't have the smarts to solve this.
Like it's adding to the character in some meaningful way.
Someone who's about to blow this thing wide open. Me! Blackout!
Blackout.
I love calling the blackout.
It's the morning of the village fete, thanks to theatrical convention.
I sure hope everything goes to plan. Oh, look! There's Mrs. Craven setting up her cake stall.
And look, there's the motorcycle display team, setting up for a show that will be far too expensive for live television.
I'm going to set up the coconut shy. What are you doing, Vicar?
First, I'm running the tombola. Then, I'll be selling forgiveness for money.
Aren't you judging the jams?
I couldn't possibly.
Well, that sounded like Mrs. Craven. Looks like
Just him screaming.
Donuts.
That damn ferret has struck again!
Whatever are we to do?
Although I'm very competent, I have no idea how to solve this case.
I guess we'll just have to cancel the fete.
Hold it right there.
His face.
Ferret.
Me? Have you been drinking from the fire extinguishers again?
Not you. The vicar.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Admit it. You wanted the village fete cancelled so you could have the day off, didn't you?
I already have to work Sundays. I shouldn't have to work 2 days a week.
But how did you know?
Well, my first clue was the smell.
Yes, I do smell of urine.
Next, I noticed that the vicar's tongue was particularly
Yeah.
dry.
I do smell of urine.
He'd been licking thousands and thousands of stamps.
Or perhaps eating Mrs. Craven's baking.
Which brings me on to my third clue. The vicar said that he had no more room for jam.
Almost as if he'd had his fill.
Precisely.
But you managed to figure it all out from that?
Well, I also found this at the scene.
That proves nothing.
Get him out of here, officer.
No.
Oh,
You
no.
did it, Captain. You could say you ferreted him out.
Hey, come on. Let's go and have a party in my massive garden. I am doing well.
Thanks to you, we're all doing well.
I am.
I'm doing well.
That was it. The final ever episode of the notice board, and what a way to end it. Thank you as always to Jeff, Philippa and Tommy. After the break, we'll be both dancing and learning, so don't change that channel. We'll be right back.
That's the ads. Well done, everybody.
Wow!
We were hoping you'd play our advert at this break, Alex.
Oh, whoops.
I guess there's one more chance at the end of the show.
Okay.
After.
Crap.
I've got 4 kinds of sausage.
I was like, wait, what?
Hey, you. You coming to the after party?
Yeah, I'm getting.
Yeah, you get there.
I'm getting tired.
Yeah.
I guess the last section is working
He's
with us.
fine with this.
Okay.
We asked to censor
I got a
our
fucking E anyway.
Yeah.
Do it right.
Yeah.
The final orders will be given. We'll get 3 chances. Get at least 2 of them right. And we can win this thing. It's happening, Alex. Tonight we take it back.
Please, Sarah, anything.
So, Mum, I'm really not supposed to say.
Are we safe?
Hi, I'm Maddie. Johnny just said to ask if you need a touch-up.
Did she? That's my shade, is it?
Yeah.
This is my shade? You can run back to Jenny now.
Oh my god.
Sorry about that, Sarah. Nothing you can tell me. At all, like at all.
They said no one's died, that's all I can say.
10 seconds.
What's wrong with you?
She is in tears.
Ugh.
Going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Later in this segment, we're hoping to be able to go back to Patrick Bannon at the scene of tonight's shocking Disrupt attack. But first, I'm delighted to be joined by the cast of the smash hit musical everyone is talking about. I'll be speaking with the cast in a moment, but first, let's take a look at them in action. Please give a warm National Nightly welcome to the Novaries.
Hello? Doctor? Yes, I see. Thank you for letting me know. I have a decent life. I'm a happy, loving wife. And my job is well paid and fulfilling. I have a husband, John. He's due home soon, won't be long. And I have to tell him something that is absolutely chilling. We share coffee in the morning, and we make love every day. We take time alone together to talk and laugh and play. We prioritize our needs. We do charitable deeds. But the flowers of a happy life are not.
This song is amazing, Jackie. What are you talking about?
I love this song.
Oh, darling John, oh, dearest John, there's something
What is this?
I've just had a conversation with our Dr. David Wong, so please be seated. This news will make you feel defeated. The scans revealed a lump. You poor unlucky chump.
Is it cancer?
We're so done.
For having a baby.
How can this be? Oh, woe is me. Why has this happened to
It's
me?
so fast.
I always
What?
condoms for the
I'm trying to do the rhythm of the song. Is that what you're supposed to do, or?
Yeah, but you can do it on the off. You don't have to do it like bam bam. You can do it like bam bam bam. You know what I mean?
Now you can't have any wine at book club.
And there won't be any
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be on beat. It doesn't have to be like.
Hair will stink of weed.
And you'll start to disagree.
And forget about that holiday in territory 3. No more waking up at 10:30. In fact, you're never going to get a good night's sleep again. No more snap decisions to go on to a club. You'll be lucky if you even make it out to the pub. Why can't we be more like our gay and lesbian chums?
The only glue they have to deal with comes from personal bums.
Now when
What'd she say?
day at home.
You see me sing this
won't
when I
leave
got
you
pregnant.
alone.
For having a baby.
I look after you, and you look after me. Ain't no trouble and strife. We got a childless life.
As Iris is like.
No one wails and no one walls. No one draws things on the walls.
A happy husband.
A wonderful wife. We got a childless life.
We're having a baby.
Irish are killing me, baby.
We're having a baby. Changing nappies daily. We're having a baby. No more weekends by the coast. Now your kid is uppermost. It's more than a passing craze to have childless day. We're having a baby and drink thrown everywhere. Death trap toys on the top of the stairs. Every parent prays to have a childless baby.
We're having a baby.
No more smiles and no more. We're having a baby. Some will sadly time for a whole new phase.
We're having a baby.
One more thing before the show begins. Have you considered that you might be having twins?
Oh
No. Baby. You were calm before. What's up?
Amazing.
She's still
The
here.
Memories
It's
there,
okay.
Treating us to their opening number from Energy for a Childless Life, which is currently the hottest ticket in the Capital Theatre District. And we'll be touring the territories later this year.
Right then, come on, you got.
Come on down, let's go. Don't be shy. Hello. Hi, Megan. Hi. It's an honour to be here. Oh, really? Are you fans of the show? Yeah, it used to be. Well, listen, let's get stuck in. Your amazing musical. Now, I mean, not only do you perform this show every single night,
With matinees on Wednesday and Saturday.
but you're also the show's creators, am I right? Well, everyone contributed their ideas, and then some of us went away and did the actual work on the script. But no, it's very much a team effort. Oh, that's fantastic. How rude of me. I've not introduced any of you. I'll be the one being replaced next. Let's go down the line, shall we?
Hi, I'm Jack.
Jim Blunt. Pleasure to be here.
Jennifer Boreham-Woodley.
Hello, I'm John Satley. Used to be in the business professionally.
My name's Jill, with a J.
And I'm the youngest.
That's incredible. And you were all friends previously. I mean, what a coincidence, right? With your names beginning with a J.
Oh my goodness, guys!
Our names all begin with J.
How have we never noticed that?
Because you haven't typed them out 1,000 times, maybe?
You knew? Why didn't you say anything?
I thought we all knew. It's bloody obvious, isn't it? I just thought we were doing a funny thing where we never mentioned it.
And I believe as well as being friends, you're also couples. You know, in real life as well as in the show.
Well,
I'm not married to him. I'm with Janet.
And I'm with John, you lucky bean.
Jim and I are married.
4 fabulous years.
Well, that must make for some confusion in the rehearsal room.
Well, you should have seen the first draft. Jen decided that Jack would play Jim. I would play Jack. Jen,
So
Janet.
unnecessarily confusing.
Janet,
So
Jen.
funny.
What about John?
Well, my character was originally just called Man 1.
Very confusing.
Not for a professional.
After much toing and froing.
And gnashing and wailing.
And gin and tonic.
We decided that we just use our own names, which is less truthful.
We're also less likely to go into the wrong dressing rooms.
Oh, God, yeah, that would be very embarrassing, wouldn't it?
Of course, when I first wrote it, we were only meant to run for a few nights at the Mimley Village Hall, but when I registered it with the Department for Culture, it caught the eye of someone high up, and before you could say overnight sensation, we were transferring to the capital.
It's all been a bit of a
capital.
Oh.
romance, really. I'm only 19. I'm the youngest.
You really don't have to repeat that.
I had to give up my job as a mortuary technician.
Well, yes, we all had to move to the capital.
I love that job.
I love that job.
So peaceful. No singing.
This piece isn't.
Stand by, Alex. Sense of the orange.
Oh, sense of the orange.
And why you shouldn't have them.
In a way, I guess it is political, with a small p. After all, we are a solid unit, and eagle-eyed audience members will see we nod our heads to advance on stage throughout, and we target the messaging at women aged 22, well, about 35, as they're the most likely to be afflicted by this terrible problem. Terrible problem.
Having children.
You understand, Megan.
You clearly agree.
This isn't about me.
Of course, we see that there are advantages to a family unit, but eagle-eyed couples watch as the little parasites advance on their lives. And there's no time to play the guitar, get through a book, or watch a movie. They're exhausted, passed out on the couch by 20 to 9, for God's sake.
You're very chatty tonight, dear.
Usually I'm the chatty one, because
you're the youngest.
I'm the youngest.
Badge of honour, Janet.
I think she's the youngest.
She's only 19.
Oh, but her mind is old.
Get out.
Well, it's a tragedy, obviously. Jennifer, myself, and John have their child, and then the story charts the downfall of their hopes and dreams.
And there's lots of singing.
And dancing.
A lot.
my character works at a menu centre for a distribution unit. Eagle-eyed, she sees her friend's rapid advance to a pit of despair. Becoming a target for children's TV advertising at the age of 22, she decides to take drastic action. I can't really say more, though. I probably said too much already.
Yes. Let's not spoil the second act for anyone who might come to see it.
Which should be all of you. For too long, we've been told
Poor
that
dude.
a life without
I missed my
children
job.
is somehow
No singing.
incomplete, that children are a blessing. Well, I've done the research, and they're not. Besides, there's already loads of bastards running around all over the place. So.
We just want people to have the option of a happy, child-free life without stigma. You know, when I was 14, before I had come out, I had an experience with a girl called Julia Jacobs. She was an experiment, I guess, you know, a chance to dip my toes into the...
Fascinating. Well, thank you all so much for coming in tonight. I really hope you keep them dancing in the aisles for many performances to come. The noble is there. And I am pleased to say we can now go back to Patrick Bannon to get the latest from the scene of tonight's horrific events. Patrick, are you okay?
Thank you, Megan. This is Patrick Bannon reporting from the scene of tonight's devastating
Yeah, totally.
and symbolic attack tonight.
Nothing wrong with this.
An attack.
I just love this person fully commits to, yeah, I'm Patrick now. It's just who I am. It's like you know, Parks and Rec with like Jerry, Gary.
If I seem that it's time to speak with the Prime Minister, Mrs. Salisbury, that's you. You're still here. The Prime Minister.
I couldn't leave. Not when there were people that needed help. Any team player would have done the same. I don't deserve praise for being human.
Yes, no accolades here. Or Palisades. Or lemonade. So, is the situation now? Are we safe?
Yes. The security services performs their duties without hesitation, and I would like to assure the public that although there have been some injuries, there were no civilian deaths here this evening.
Oh, that's good news about the Sorry, did you say no deaths?
That's right. No civilian deaths. Just the 4 disrupt terrorists curtailed by law enforcement, who were, as always, so cohesive. If I may, I have a message for your viewers.
Of course, the camera. There's the speak there on the camera there.
Stay at home tonight. Do not become another casualty of war. Disrupt have had their moment, but as the dear departed Peter Clements once famously said, it ends today.
Thank you.
He was talking about his life, but
Strong words of strength. Back to the studio. Megan, now in the studio with Megan Wolf now.
Patrick Bannon there, bravely reporting from the front line of tonight's horrifying bombing. Maybe you need to get checked out, Patrick. Well, that brings us to the end of tonight's National Nightly News. But before we go, tonight's National Nightly News.
Victory is in sight, my friends. You have mobilized. You have come together. From our agents at the television networks risking arrest and getting those words to you, to the many hundreds and thousands gathering to invade team headquarters. As I speak, we are turning the tide, and it is time for change. Tonight we topple their regime, and we also silence their mouthpiece. Channel 1. Time to wake up.
Out from the shadows, and they are not the overwhelming force they would have you believe. The military have been actioned, and well,
it's like I know.
Stay with Channel
play the third
because
one,
the team
I
has a
Yeah.
Right? That's the
program,
one.
but the turbulence will soon be over, and we can once again focus our minds on building a new future with equality, fairness, and resources.
Forgot about that.
Yeah.
Damn it, Alex. Tonight is the beginning of the fall of advance. Fighter jet, 11 o'clock.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Commander's rig, sir. Mission to detonate. Permission granted, old friend. We are going to detonate. Look over your window, Alex. See what you helped make happen.
You did this.
You did this.
The saws are on the way.
The saws are on the way. Yeah.
Proceeding down.
Damn. Hooray.
Hey.
Dead. Perfect.
That's what I wanted.
Yeah.
For girls. Yay. Aww.
Alright.
I think we should end it there.
That's a good place.
I forget. I don't think I'm close to the end still, right? I feel like I'm
We
still.
have a couple different ones broadcast to do. It's there's I want to say 2 more,
Let me.
right? I don't remember.
Every single one of you's a bit Jesus.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Oh no, I'm not even close. Cause look.
Oh, yeah.
It goes up to 2062. We're in the 9.
Oh, we did the uprising.
So we just did that one.
So then it's sterility and finale. Or no.
Sterility.
Yeah,
Well,
and then finale.
Friends,
Because Enough Is Come is
Is
a
reading one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's only 2 more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're done for now, Jackie.
Yeah.
But I still have to reach the ending that you want me to see.
Yes.
Okay.
We'll get there.
We'll get there eventually. All right, we're gonna end it off here though.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching and sticking through this, y'all. Even though no one knows what's going on but me and Nicole.
This is incredibly indulgent.
Yeah, it's super self-indulgent. But hey, my copy of Mario RPG still isn't here yet, so fuck
yeah,
it.
that's true. Yeah.
Fuck it all.
And
All
I'm
right.
in town, so.
Yeah.
Hey.
All right, we're gonna sign off here. So good night, y'all.
Bye, everybody.
Talk to you later. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks for watching the British game.
The British game. It's the British One Piece, Doctor Who.
Yeah, that's too true.
It is.
I know.
Yeah. All right. Night, y'all.
See ya.